Hi guys, how we doing? Hi everybody, we're back, and Coning has resubbed, and I realised we can barely see your name. Thank you, Coning, for the resub. That's 26 months. Oh my gosh, that is 26 months. That is amazing. Wow. Thank you. Where did time go indeed, man? I appreciate the continued support. Thank you. I do wonder, when do we have a next stream badge? Zim, do you know that when I gotta do the next stream badge? Because I've gotta maybe work on that. Hi everybody. Hello. I see some lovely names. Hi JB Baseball. Hi Krebs. Hi Dragon, he's here. They're here. Hi Lucas. Hi Koenig, thanks again for the resub. Seth says you can't stay but long. Well, thank you for hanging out for the time that you have been. Hi Appreciate. Hi Zim. Hello. Hi everybody. Oh, we're back. Oh, it's good to be back. We are in a box. Well, you guys are in a box. Hello. Oh, Battle Cry. Oh, I'm so glad that I can bring that song to so many people. Yeah, hi Marty. Hi Tired Octo. Hello everybody. It is a song that I have loved forever. Chaos in a Box. Another episode of Chaos in a Box. Magic rocks. That's the only way. Would be 30 months for the next batch? I don't know. Hold on. I could check this. I could find out. Viewer rewards, right? No. Yes. No. Subscriptions. Because subscriptions is something difficult. There's different than viewer rewards. Next one is 2.5 years. What's 2.5 years? How many months is that? That's 30 months, right? That's so long. Oh my gosh. JB Baseball, I will ask you. You don't have to be caps lock all the time. I know you're excited, my dude, but caps lock, shouting in the chat, not necessary. We can just have a chill time here. Hiya, Cucumber. Hello. Hi, Sam. Sam's here. Hello, my dude. Sam Raid. Hi, everybody. Hey, Sam. I saw you were doing some battle boxing. Hello. Hi, guys. Welcome. In case you don't know who Sam is, guys, Sam is our wonderful moderator on the Everin Discord and just also a wonderful person who's now started streaming. So definitely go, can I do the exclamation point shout out? I don't think I can. I could try it, though. Theme. Cask. Boop. Does that work? No, it doesn't. Well, click on their name and go and give them a follow because they do Minecraft stuff and they are just a wonderful person. Awesome to see you start streaming, Sam. I love it. Love it. Zim is at 31 already. Oh, Zim's at 31 already? Zim. Oh my gosh. Whoopsie. But yeah, go check out Sam. I need to get my life in check, apparently. Just barely woke up to this. Is it early in the morning? It's 6 p.m. for me, so you know. Funny thing is, I was almost very late for very late. I was almost late for this stream because my darling mother decided she needs to come by and pick something up. And she arrived at 17:59 and I had to run down the stairs, give her the thing, run upstairs and start stream again. I was like, Mum, you couldn't have knocked at a worse time. It's like knocked like maybe half a minute later so that I can... Okay, sorry, got another message from my mum. I'll switch my phone if I don't think she needs me anymore unless she's forgotten something more and I need to pick. No, I think we're good. But yeah, literally 17:59. I want to start at 1800. 17:59. She knocks at my door. I'm like, could not have cut it any closer. Hi, Captain Kilroy. Did you ever leave? I don't know. I'm certainly back. I did leave for a while. Miss the old streams of the Limited Life Animatic. Limited Life Animatic has always been fun. I think it is one of my favorites, if not my favorite. I love Battle Cry. It's 9:08 a.m. in the West Coast of America. Oh, in that case, early in the morning. Just when day is dawning. I don't know why I'm saying that accent to Postman Pat. Well, I don't know why I'm saying Postman Pat, actually. I should probably address that before address why I'm singing in a weird accent. I need to get work on the subscriber badges in that case. I need to, if you guys have any ideas of some sub badges for 2.5 years, I do wonder. What have we got? What do we have? We were talking about feather, weren't we? Yes, a feather. Because we had the feather animation, which was a big part of the last 2 animatics. The way I do sub badges is that they're always kind of like a part of where I'm currently at in my creative journey, what projects I've been working on that like they relate to those projects. When the first people kind of get those sub badges, and my brother Crow and Zimmerzizzle are some of the 2 longest subbers. There are some. It's kind of like Zim's is like way ahead of the next, like a couple months, I think, maybe just half a month. I don't even know, but yes. Sitting in front of the fire in a rainstorm with a cup of cocoa and stream is perfect. Oh my gosh, let's go. 3 months behind Zim. Yeah, Zim's like way ahead. So it's always Zim who kind of is also a wonderful moderator. So is Dragon, actually. All the longest sitting peeps. Zim gets to kind of have a say often in what we do. But yeah, I need to make I think a feather would be fun. A feather. Hi, everybody. Hello. If I haven't said hi to you, if I've missed your chat message, then let me know. I want to say hi to everyone. Because it's been a hot minute. I haven't seen you guys in a hot minute. It's been so long. And guys, I've had a busy month and a half. You have no idea. Or maybe you do if you've ever moved house and moved out and had to acquire a bunch of new things because I've moved out to my very first flat or apartment away from home. I've moved away from my parents' place. Am I going to do an animatic for wildlife? No, I'm not. I don't feel inspired to. I've got a whole explanation on that. I think I did like a community post on YouTube. If you want to look through the community post on YouTube, I did a big describing why I wasn't doing it. I think I did a community post, or did I do a video? I can't remember. But the information is out there. But there are other stuff that. Hello, mute myself when I'm going to Twitch. Let me get my windows in order. There we go. I did a description at Eleanor Rigby. There it is. But yeah, I have moved out of my parents' place and into my own place, and that just involves a bunch of acquisition of different items. Like I had to go buy forks, I had to go buy toilet brushes, and all those kind of things. What are the future plans? Oh, we'll definitely get into that. Don't you worry. Imagine if I did an animatic to Hermitcraft season. I have done. I did an animatic to Hermitcraft season 8 to It's the End of the World as We Know It, and I Feel Fine. Lovely shoppings. Yes. And also because I've moved in with one of my besties, one of my best friends, Simon. You guys all know Simon by now, Crumble Online. We've moved in together, and it's also a case of everything has to be aesthetic. Everything has to look good. So that's been like a bunch of, we need to make the decisions. Do we buy it now and then have it, or do we wait a bit and then figure out other stuff? And it's just kind of like, yes. Permanent animatic? Dude, I don't take like requests for animatics or suggestions. I do animatics to whatever inspires me, whatever I feel like at the moment. And yeah, it's one of those things. The ultimate debate, absolutely. Thank goodness we have very similar styles. We have very, very similar styles, Simon and I, or like tastes that we like. And so, yeah, we've been able to do it all. And, also on a student budget. You request I do an epic Third Life animatic. Well, funny you say that. Funny you say that, Sam. Funny you say. I'll talk more about flat stuff when we get into it. But I guess we could, get off of the starting soon screen and get to a more appropriate screen as to what we're doing today. Today, and for the foreseeable future, Lucas, wow, you are also on point, on the nose. I am doing an animatic to... Oh, maybe we'll show this screen. To No Longer You from Third Life, from Epic to Third Life. We get the walnut side table or the maple side table, the important debates. Dragon, dude, that is, so we have upcycled a lot of furniture and we have just finished sanding down and oiling 2 tables that at first looked like a dark walnut and now look like they've got kind of a reddish pink tinge to them. So I'd have said if we're going Minecraft trees, they were like a dark oak. They were a dark oak table, and now we sanded them down and they're like a jungle wood table. Love it. Anyway, so funny you say that. Anyway, who's the artist of the song? Jorge, sang by Jimmy Solidarity from Third Life. No, it's from Epic the Musical. If you've ever heard of Epic the Musical, I can't remember his second name. Yes, Epic. Yes, Epic. If you type in Epic, No Longer You, you'll come across this song, and it's basically, if you've ever heard of the Odyssey, it's based off of the Greek story, the Odyssey, and this is the point. Spoilers, where you love Epic. There we go. We know it. It's the point where they're in the underworld and talking to the prophet, and the prophet is like, Jorge Rivera Herans. Okay. It's they're talking to the prophet, and the prophet will like, and they're like, help me, prophet. And the prophet's like, no, you're doomed. And so, what I'm gonna do, Epic and Third Life is so hype, absolutely. So this is Third Life, and this is just, or just Jay. Yes, I've heard that as well. Lost my train of thought. Best friend is massive Epic and live series fan will explode. Let's go. I think there's a lot of overlap between the live series fandoms and the Epic fandom, or like a lot of the live series fandom has gone over to the Epic fandom, because I think the Epic fandom is a little bit bigger than the live series, if you ask me. Have I seen their live streams, the Ithaca Saga? As in their live streams where they sing through the whole, like every single song while they were in Ithaca, or the island that used to be named. Is it still called Ithaca? I don't even know. But yeah, I've been watching those because they've uploaded them afterward. The fact that it's just so fun to see. It's just a whole bunch of people geeking out over the project, and it's so deserved. All this attention and hype is deserved because it's fantastic. Anyway, I am gonna do it differently now, guys, as I have before, because this is a very short animatic, and you might notice I am, without issue, showing the entire, yes, theatre kids absolutely being theatre kids, I'm showing you the entire animatic. I am not hiding anything here, and as you can see, it's only like 11 images long. It's not a lot, whereas other images are between 30 to, gosh, how long was Battle Cry? How many images? I feel like 70. Is that an overestimation? I need to look this up. Or even more, 100? I'm thinking the frames. Hold on, we're gonna look for this now, because I'm intrigued. Once again, I am very much out. Hello? Hello? Oh my god. What the heck? I haven't opened these files since my computer crashed, which is, again, another story as to why that probably delayed me for about 2 weeks streaming, because I was going to start streaming a lot earlier, and that delayed me because, oh my gosh, yep, that I had to reset everything on my computer. So this is, does it tell me how many images these are? No, it doesn't. Okay, how many images are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, where is it? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So over 100. 8 times 12 is 106. No, 96. 97, 98, 99, 100, 101. There we go. We got the images right. 101 images, that's what they are, from Battlecry. So just 10 in this one. Just 10 drawings in this animatic. And that's kind of like the difference that I'm showing you guys. So that, because it's not going to be as much of as bigger of a project. Hi, Ismini. Hello, hello. It's not going to be as bigger of a project. So I'm just thinking I show it all to you guys right now. So, you know, listen to Epic before the concept album where all we had was TikTok snippets and YouTube compilations. You know what, Sepha? I listened to Epic when there were a couple of demo songs on a website. So there we go. Epic live series animatic wad? Yes. It's a lot smaller. It is just the chorus. And this is how I want to kind of continue on from now on. I don't have the time and the resources to do full-fledged animatics. And that's how that works, I'm afraid. But I do have the motivation to do smaller animatics that are not necessarily short form, as in like shorts on YouTube or like Instagram Reels or TikToks, however you want to call it. And they're still going to be like the format of animatics, but they're going to be about as short as that. I love Sim coming in. Hi, Sim. Looking at the names of the images, not sure I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So this is actually how I do animatics usually. This is exposing me a bit. This is exposing me because if there's like frames that have that like are very close to beats, then, and with very similar like backgrounds, then I do this. I name them like this. So it's like 12, 13 drawings. And I just had forgotten to do that. Anyway. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Actually 13, because this frame here is 2 frames. In fact, while I'm showing you through this, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And we'll do this. Since we're showing it this way. Oh, trigger warning, blood and gore. Maybe a bit late now for that. I hope that's good with you guys. But if you've seen the rest of my animatics, then I'm assuming that that's fine. But shall I go through the animatic briefly? Oh, your chat was really behind. You thought it just rated. Aha, I did wonder. That felt like a bit out of nowhere. Shall we go through the animatic? Shall I sing it for you while we go through the chorus? And I'll show you the whole animatic in its current state. Obviously, it's going to be colored and rendered and edited. Blech, I can speak so quickly. Colored and rendered and edited. But yeah, Sam I Am, welcome, my dude. Let's go through it. This was a song No Longer You from Epic, and it goes, this whole animatic, by the way, if you don't want spoilers, click away for a bit. But this is what we got now. I see a song of past romance. I see the sacrifice of man. I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final stand. I see you on the brink of death. I see you draw your final breath. I see a man who gets to make it out alive, but it's no longer you. Oh, ads! No! How many people are in ads? Sam's already seen this, but how many people are in ads? Because, oh, it's such a shame if everyone got ads at that point. Hold on. No! I should be on my Twitch page. We'll go through that again then. Oh dear. Oh dear. Green eggs and ham, Sam I Am. Hiya, Kid Kish. No ads for you. I feel like some people, okay. For the people who got drowned in ads, I will, if you don't mind, maybe I'll do it again. No clue how one is meant to check when ads are. You can do it on your creator dashboard on Twitch. Where you basically, I'm like, I see chat from OBS, so I don't really need the creator dashboard. But the only thing that creator dashboard tells me is the ads manager. And if I want to, I can freeze ads as well. So I don't know if that's just an affiliate thing or not. I'm not sure. To my knowledge, ads are back. Maybe. I feel like people are back. No longer you, Epic the Musical reference. Dude, Kid Kish, this is Epic the Musical. This is Epic the Musical that we're doing. So for those people back from the ads, should we go through it again? I want to make an Epic live series animatic. Absolutely do. I've got a couple of ideas myself. I love Epic. Let's go through it again. I'll take a sip of water before I do. Bless you with my singing, right? It's such a beautiful song. I love it. By the way, that bless you with my singing was sarcasm. But I don't quite want to play the actual song, so I'm just going to sing it again, if that's all right. So it goes. I see a song of past romance. I see a sacrifice of man. I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final stand. I see you on the brink of death. I see you draw your final breath. I see a man who gets to make it out alive, but it's no longer you. There it is. Yay. So short one, really short one. It's like a couple seconds. It's like really short, not even a minute. But, you know, that's fun. Fun times. And this is what we're going to be working on today. We're going to do some colouring, because all we've got some right now is some fan art, some line art. This is fan art of 2 degrees, but some line art so far. Your friend will definitely explode. And this is where it's going to get really upgraded when we have the colours and the rendering and the editing. This is just like the first bit. There we go. Feels really weird to show this part with you guys. I'm also just untangling my headphones briefly because it's been annoying me so much. Oh, I'm untangling the... Hold on, I need to really fiddle. I'm fiddling with my things. Hold on. I'm fiddling with my headphones. Don't take that out of context. Generally love the stained glass art of thing. Am I thinking of making one including Joel? If I do, then it'll include a car, but not currently. It will include a car if I do one for Joel, and it'll be a bit of satire because I love myself some of that. Because there's so many people expecting like a really dramatic stained glass art. You know where I can't believe you'd make an live series animatic fan out. Right? But yeah. We're just gonna do some colouring. And I always start with the base colour of like people's skin. That sounded like a really weird sentence. Base colour of people's skin colour. People, I have their skin, and we do a base colour with the skin. We stretch it out. Absolutely hate the car. I don't think it fits either. I really don't think it fits like this entire celestial diagram that everyone's built up. I was always on board with the sun. Mumbo agrees. In the most polite way, Mumbo agrees, yes. But I was also totally on board for like the sun, the moon, the stars, because that just worked really well. Or the sun, the stars, the moon, if you want to go chronologically. But from there, it kind of like went downhill for me, and I can't really find a very suitable replacement. I like the idea of like every trilogy having a different bit of symbolism. And I did think about the idea of weapons, and that's kind of like, let me just quickly show you guys. That's what I was going for when I did the stained glass art in Eleanor Rigby. It's because you have the sun, the moon, the stars in Grian, Pearl, and Scott's imagery, but with Scar and Martin, you have a sword and a bow. So that's what we have going on there. Kind of like their imagery, something that represents them is the weapons. And the thing is, I kind of like it works with Joel as well, in the sense of I would then change Martin's weapon for an axe because the Red Winter is coming, and then I would give Joel a sword, or flint and steel. But yes, that's how that works. But I'm not hugely satisfied with it. It doesn't work as well as the celestial bodies, but I also don't think the celestial bodies work as well as everything else. Hi, Hydra. Have an off-topic yet important question. Check the VOD for the answer. In the YAMF world outside of the Watcher simulation, do Minecraft elements, particularly redstone, exist, or is it just a normal Avatar world? Out of YAMF, I think it's just a normal Avatar world. But like more modern, think maybe Legend of Korra. Don't quote me on this. I'm not the author. Hawkwing is, my good friend. What you could do, my dude, is you could go to their socials. They're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube under Hawkwing03. I'll type it in chat. And there you can find all their socials and ask them directly in like a comment. I'm sure they'd be lovely. They'd be very happy to answer. And by the way, if you like that story, they are working on another story that also includes like controlling the elements and yeah, it's really cool. They're working on a whole trilogy for it. It's fantastic. They're like, I think editing the second book is crazy what they've been doing. It's fantastic. But yeah, go shoot Hawk a question. I can't give like complete authority on that story because it's their story. But have like a broken steering wheel for Joel. I see that. My thought was like, because there was a lot of people asking for a stained glass art, and it's one of those things. Obviously, I'm totally fine with people like saying, hey, you should do this, you should do that, but as long as people don't expect me to then actually do it and are disappointed when I don't, because take it if you're like suggesting something. Hi, Molly, we are colouring in a new animatic. That's what we're doing. It's kind of like one of those things like I said, I can't do big form animatics anymore because of time, right? Time reasons. And so if you guys bring suggestions, I will take them on board, but most likely with the amount of suggestions that I get of people wanting me to do stuff, I probably won't do it. So if that like if people are just there suggesting like throwing around ideas, we are doing a Third Life animatic to the song No Longer You from Epic the Musical. And so, yeah, it's one of those things, like, definitely bring suggestions if you've got, like, cool ideas. We'd love to see it. Like, not just me also, if it inspires someone else to do art. Absolutely. If that's something that you're happy with, like, sharing with the world these ideas that other people could maybe work on them, absolutely do it. It's fantastic. And also, like, songs that people like that work for animatics. I always save them. I've got this playlist of song recommendations. Absolutely, always share it, and because people have come up with the best things. In fact, I have an animatic idea that is based off of that's again a Third Life animatic. Multi! You've been here for 22 months. Hi, Multi. Hello. Thank you for the resub, my dude. Where did that alert box pop up? I don't actually know if I've got the alert box in it. Oh, it's right there. That's fine. Hello. Hi, Multi. The whole thing, this is very funny actually, because Multi, the last stream that I did, Multi threatened me because he's made a wanted poster. I'm a wanted criminal in his kingdom. And then I stopped streaming. So it's almost kind of like Multi scared me off the face of the earth. I stopped streaming for 1.5 months because Multi has made me a wanted criminal. It's fine. But did I know that Christopher Nolan is making a new Odyssey movie? I did, with Tom Holland, Matt Damon, Zendaya. I have been in hiding. Yes, I have uprooted and I have moved elsewhere where no one knows and no one can find me. I live in a cabin in the woods, and no one will discover where I am. Not even you, Multi. Koning, if you seek sanctuary, you are always welcome. Because Koning is also a wanted criminal. You shall find me. Funny thing is, Zim is one of the only people who probably could actually find me. You've already found me? Wait, where are you? Don't tell me you're tapping at my window now. Like, also, how are you tapping at my window? Because I'm in the 3rd story. That would be really high up for you to climb. I would not recommend. Turn around. I legit turn around. Use dark magic. Done. Oh. Oh, okay. You knew the side table thing, so oh, well, oh, okay. The side tables aren't actually in this place. Got any advice for landscape art? Ooh. Ah, oh, dude, I haven't done landscape art in so long. Is it for like just is it for copying a picture? Are you copying a picture, or are you just doing it out of your brain? Because I would always suggest like take a reference image and do some en plein air, which is in plein air, in like out in the nature. Do some drawing like the Impressionists. Yes, copy. So if you're copying a picture, then I have a suggestion of like make a grid. Make a grid on your picture and then make a grid on your canvas. So that like piece for piece you can roughly line out. Grass is pain, cover it with stuff. I've changed my look, yes. Actually, yeah, I haven't talked about this yet. I also saw, was it Molly saying you liked it? Thank you very much. Yes. we've got to upgrade to the viewership. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys like the new look, with a new avatar and everything. And obviously, Malty's wanted poster was my only reason for doing this. Bye, Kid Kish, by the way. Bye bye. So, Lucas, if you are, so you're copying. I think it also depends on like what you're comfortable with, because it's one of those things like the longer you spend on it, the better it will look, right? If you've got a foundation, if you've got a good foundation, if you've got your perspective right, then it's just a case of looking very precisely at what you're doing, and then just doing it. Because you don't need to worry if it's landscape. You don't need to worry about like anatomy or something. It can look a little bit wacky. It can look a little bit off, but it's kind of like the proof is in the detail. And are you doing traditional? Are you doing traditional? Way for my Katie's, for my PC breaking. Yeah. I did still have all the files, but my OBS settings were all gone. I had to restart OBS. I had to reset my microphone up, so I hope the audio is all right for you guys. I had to redo everything, and that like postponed this stream for 2 weeks. No Procreate. Oh, on Procreate. Oh, interesting. Because I've never done. That's a lie. That's a lie. I've done plenty of landscape paintings on Procreate, but I'm more used to doing landscape paintings in real life and like traditional drawings. What would I suggest on Procreate? Now the thing is with Procreate is you find much more of a style, right? You got to figure out like much more of a style, and like brushes can be incredibly helpful with that kind of thing, but also make sure that your brushes help your style, not hinder it. I'll give an example. Let me just get an image out here. Let me get an image. Drawings. Let's get already a finished landscape here to just illustrate this point. I've got a landscape in mind, but I can't find it. How long has it been since limited life? Here we are. So, now this is a bit unfair because I'm showing a finished drawing, but you want to use brushes that elevate your art. So, for instance, I will circle like some areas that are brushes. Tell you what I can do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do like a proper highlighter thing here. You can see where we're going with this, eh? So, for instance, like this part here and this part here, the whole house, done by hand, right? Just done by hand. But stuff like these petals flying in the air, these flowers, the grass here, obviously, because it's growing on stone and I did not pay attention. They are brushes. And what you want to do is you want to make these brushes like elevate your art and not look out of place in it. And like obviously these flowers are also brushes. So you can download a bunch of brushes on Procreate to kind of enhance your drawing. There's a lot of default brushes already on there as well. Like if I were to, for instance, add, say, maybe something like this in there. Like these leaves are very high definition. And in my comic booky style that has like line art and stuff, it doesn't really work, right? So you need to kind of like find the balance of what works for you. They've got this grass as well, but that I felt never worked for me because it felt like just a weird brush. And either you just click once and you've got this floating bit of grass in the area, or you click more, or you let it drag and you've just got so much grass in one pot. You just need to find brushes that work for you, and that will aid your experience. I personally use a bunch of brushes from Ftoon. I don't follow them on socials anywhere, but I found this brush set just before I started on running up that hill, and I think it really elevated my art for that. Because if you look at like my art from, say, All That You Are, which was posted just before running up that hill. Let's see. So All That You Are, the OC animatic is here, and you can kind of see like the landscapes here. This is without brushes. And okay, I cut some corners because I was doing an animatic. But this is without like kind of brushes, and then right afterwards I downloaded these brushes, and this is what my art became with these brushes, like the background art. This is maybe a good example. Like you see much more definition in like the leaves and stuff, but yeah, use it sparingly. But yes, that's kind of like my advice. Find some good brushes that will aid your art, but not hinder it. And like I said, I don't honestly know. And this is also not sponsored, like the Ftoon brushes, I did buy them with my own money, but I think they're fantastic. But even then, I only use like a handful of them. Like I can't use this brush, I don't think, with my art. It's kind of like, it's one of those, you could always use these brushes, but just find a good use for them, right? Find a good position for them. Fun fact, actually, by the way, there's so many people that really, really like the Joel and Etho down the waterfall drawing. This one from, what's it called? From Running Up That Hill. I'll show it to you guys in just a second. I need to flip it. Lots of people like this drawing, right? This entire waterfall, pardon me. Oh, sorry. Is one single brush. Stroke, and it is this one. Get nice blue in here. Boop. It's literally, I think it's this waterfall, or it might be another one. I can't remember which one. Might be that one, actually. And it's literally that, but it's like really, really zoomed in. So you just see the textures. Yep. I think I also did some liquify and bent it a bit, but that's what you can do with these kind of brushes, right? That's what you can do with these kind of brushes, and they are an incredible tool once you kind of figure out how to use them. And obviously, if you like look at my backgrounds throughout time, there's a lot that could be improved. Well, I'm always on this journey, right? It's frozen? Stream frozen? Not frozen? Okay. I'm very paranoid with stream stuff because I am on Wi-Fi right now, not on LAN, and that scares me. So like an example, like this is an old thing. I do watch Hermitcraft. My go-to hermits are, I always watch Green when a new episode comes out. I watch a lot of hermits. So I watch Green, Mumbo, Gem, Pearl, Scar, Imp and Skiz, B-Dubs, Etho, Exuma, Cleo, Rendog. I watch all the Life series peeps, if that's any kind of consolation. Have I missed anyone? Tango, obviously. We should have more time to watch Hermits. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I have times in my life where I kind of subscribe or unsubscribe or more actively watch and less actively watch certain hermits because of a time thing. But yeah. But when there's a live series thing, I don't watch all the perspectives anymore. I don't have time. Yeah, I just described all the hermits most of the hermits you also watch. It's literally all the live series people. And Exuma. Is it literally just the live series peeps and X? I'm just trying to think. I've kind of like gone through following hermits and being interested in their videos for a while and then not being interested in their videos and then unfollowing kind of thing. But Cub, don't watch Cub. I don't know. They're all fantastic people, I will say. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, Joel. I forgot to say Joel. Yeah, watch Joel. Anyway, you can kind of like see where my style, you know, we've got, let me just check. Is this going to work all right? If I get rid of this, I think this will work. Yeah, I'm not revealing too much there. So I'm kind of going through my history of drawings, right? So we've got like a frame like this, right? And it's mainly silhouettes and very shabby shading, where I was in my arc of, no, I don't want to do line art on my backgrounds. But then I started deciding to do line art on my backgrounds, and then also just very little and a very shabby tree line. What's very helpful is if you're doing, especially like Minecraft, Jason's drawings is getting yourself a screenshot of the place. This was based right off a screenshot. I pretty much traced a screenshot on this, and that helps a lot. In fact, one of my favorite landscapes, and I've got a print of it right next to me. Do I have this on my iPad? One of my favorite landscapes I've ever done is like a screenshot of, oh, it should be anyway. Here it is. Of a Minecraft world. This was the Ever SMP season 2. And we're on season 4, 5 now. But this was Crumble's base back in the day, and I spent like 20 hours on this drawing. This was before I had all those special brushes, and yeah, you could do a lot with just the default Procreate brushes, and I think this is kind of like where I found my style, and this was at a point where I said, I have no time restraints. I am just drawing until my hand falls off. I'm going to draw until I am satisfied with this. Hiya, Lunal. Hello, hello. But how long ago was that? That was 4th of April, 2022. And I spent like 20 hours on this. Every now and again, I have like a drawing where I'm like, I'm spending forever on this. And I actually had that this month as well. I'll show you guys it in a bit, because there's some people who've seen it, but not everyone. Finally got Twitch on your phone. Let's go. Let's go. So yeah, this was just a case of I will do what I can. Just adding more depth as well, because I think that's a problem that I often see. And I also at the same time did this drawing, which was Pearl Queen in my base. We had a tree house. Oh no, she had a tree house. This was her base. My base was on the side, but this was her base, and this was a gift that I made for her as well. So that was also fun. And these are our little guides at the start. I have a poppy, lilac, and sunflower in my avatar. So, you only just noticed it. So it is a poppy and a sunflower, but it's a lavender. And I know a lot of people are going to confuse or interpret it as being a lavender. That's totally fine. A lilac, and that's totally fine because of Minecraft and Third Life and Scar and Green. But those are my 3 favorite flowers. A lavender, a poppy, and a sunflower. And they all have very special meaning to me. Iridescent bookworm. Hello, hello. Glad you finally made it to a stream. But yeah, it's just like, landscapes, you can just spend forever on them and just really take your time and enjoy the process. Really take your time and enjoy the process, because landscapes are very, very relaxing to do. I love doing landscapes. I've done plenty. Also, like, traditionally, they're one of my favorite traditional things to draw. I do wonder if I have this drawing on my iPad. Maybe not. Maybe not. But they're also really relaxing for me to do digitally, I guess. I say I guess because I usually draw a landscape in connection to a animatic, and that I think has taken a lot of the I'm going to do this to relax, and I'm going to give myself no like time limits on it and anything. That's kind of limited my enjoyment. Oh, there we go. There we go. I did a watercolor drawing of my Nana's garden as well. So I spent like a good 3-4 afternoons on this, and it's like A6. It's tiny. So, you know, that's, yeah. Am I doing another animation? I am working on it. We've got a couple of tangents that we've gone on. 20 minutes about, has it been 20 minutes? Oh my gosh. 20 minutes about landscapes. You will always, I'm sold on landscapes. You will always sell me on landscapes. And I do want to say, I want to get my easel out, guys. I've got an easel and I've got a bunch. Don't say sorry, Lucas. Oh my gosh. Don't say sorry. I love these. So absolutely, don't worry. But what I wanna do is, we have an ad about to start. This is why I go. This is a good time for an Earth Kitty. Maybe it is. Doopy dip. Let's go back. Let's go back to coloring. And let's also delete that image that I was talking about. Let's get back to coloring. We've done pretty much. Hello? My screen has paused. Why have you paused? I'm seeing the flower husbands right now, but my iPad on my screen says no. You also have a story that is worth making an animatic about it. What should you do with it? With an animatic or with a story? Make an animatic of it. If that inspires, if you have a story that inspires you to make an animatic out of it, and you have like a song that inspires you, because that's also very important, is getting a song that you're like, oh wow, this is perfect for this story. Or even if it's just like a small section of that song, for instance, the song that I'm doing, No Longer You, all I'm doing is the chorus of it because it fits so perfectly. The rest of the song doesn't. But yeah, go for it. Draw it. Allow it to be bad as well, if you're not experienced in drawing, because it's an incredible. It's not easy. It's not going to be like the best thing at the start. But if you can make something that you're proud of and don't compare yourself to others, then you're setting yourself up for an amazing journey. That garden looked as if it was a picture of a mural. Oh, it's my Nana's garden and she loves it and I love it and it's like my happy place. Spent summer there. So yeah. Very, very important. And so I was like, I need to paint this at some point. And then what I did of that afterwards is I made prints of it and sent it to all my family members, including my Nana, who love that garden because it's like a sanctuary for so many of us. So like everyone has a little bit of sanctuary in their lives on a day-to-day basis. You do know how to make music related to the story, but you don't really know how to get into animating and not experienced. That's let me see. Can I give any practical advice other than, you know, obviously the advice that I gave of start, right? Because if you're interested in making like animatics, then go for it. Then do some drawing and tell the story. The way I go about making animatics, and in fact I could show you guys my very, very briefly. I know we've just gotten back on track. Let's see, art, No Longer You. So what I do is, and I need to close all these windows. What I do is I paste the lyrics of a song into a document, and then I just like write underneath what I want to happen in that time. I don't draw thumbnails. Like a lot of other people do draw thumbnails, and that's helpful for them. I personally don't. And then I just kind of like go from there. Wow, this animatic is just one thing along. Wow. And like I've got all sorts of different types of taking notes. I need to go to the finished project so that I don't spoil you guys. Let's go to running up that hill. Why not? Because this is probably the most precise way I plan an animatic. So I always whenever a frame changes, I do different colors here. Ooh, hello. I do different colors I alternate between red and blue. I highlight when you've got enough characters. I highlight whenever a character's turned up so that I can kind of like see when characters turn up, and whenever like if there's a character, like a color that doesn't come up very often. If I want to like have an even spread of characters, then we do that. With Double Life, it was also very difficult. This was the what's it called? The interlude, when it kind of went from silhouette to silhouette, transitioning like in one fell swoop. But yeah, that's how I plan my animatics, and then I go on Procreate and I start drawing. And then I export them. I export the frames to DaVinci Resolve, which is a free editing software, and I edit layer by layer. You have returned from the realm of ads. Welcome back. I should really do like a video on how I do animatics, because I get a lot of these questions. Maybe I should just make it into like a video, and then I can refer people to these videos. And then it's all like in one space and I haven't forgotten anything. That might be an idea. Would you guys be interested in a tutorial? In a how I've done it? Can you use the game as your animation? Oh, cool. Yeah, that's fantastic. Like new ways of figuring out how to like show stuff is awesome. You go be innovative. That's amazing. In that case, you'll need like a recording software like OBS. And see what like mods you can, if you're doing it in Minecraft, get like stuff like maybe FreeCam or the replay mod, so you can get some dynamic shots, make some cool skins. Did I post that one on my second channel, or was it just on my Twitch? Did I post that one? Which one? Which one did I post? Which that one are we referring to? Love to have a video about making animatics. We'd love to know. Funny thing is, I actually have like, I started scripting a YouTube Shorts series on how I do animatics. I actually started scripting it, and this was years ago. I'd say like this was parallel to making Battle Cry. Once I did a tutorial on the Battle Cry after party screen. That might be oh, you know what? I've got a video of my most frequent brushes on Twitch videos. But I did have like this idea. I do wonder. Part of me is wondering, because I'm really bad, like I love streaming, right? But I'm really bad at doing video stuff, because then I have to sit in front of a camera and record myself, and then be so be so critical of myself when I'm editing, going like, oh, that's a better way, there's a better way that I could have said that, and so on and so on. I wonder if maybe I should like plan out a stream. Maybe that would be a better idea. Plan out a stream so I'm doing it with you guys, and you guys can like immediately give me questions, and then maybe edit it together. When I said years ago, you assumed I was going to be talking the same time as Who Are You Really or something? Sure, Battle Cry was only a few months ago, surely. Sam, I'm sorry to say I was working on Battle Cry 2 years ago. I started work on Battle Cry 2 years ago. And it was about 1 and 2/3 years ago where it was really released. Doesn't feel that long ago, yeah. Yep. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to give everyone their skin tones, and then I'm going to go on to better drawing. This is not permanent, because I did write Tim and kind of made it look like a J. 2023 is 2 years ago. Limited life ended April 2022. Running up the hill wasn't late. Let us be delusional. Yeah, sure, you be delusional, guys. That's fine. Yeah, this is and also these, they're not permanent. What's this? Oh, okay, guys, thoughts. I need your thoughts. I have 2 types of line art here. Why do I have 2 Jimmy reference images in an image that has no Jimmy in it? What's this? That is that. What's this? That is them. Too much joy and happiness in this. There must be sadness. Question, guys. Question. I have 2 expressions here on Scott. And like the whole idea is he's mourning Jimmy, who's just died. And he's kind of like got the broken flower in his hand. So Scott was pretty angry when Jimmy died. And he let's be honest, he did survive a little bit longer. He survived to the last episode, but he lost his final lives very, very quickly. But he was angry. He wasn't happy. So I drew this drawing first, where it's like hot, angry tears. I don't know. But it just didn't feel very Scott. The emotion didn't feel very Scott. So I kind of did like a more sad version, less angry. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I can decide between the 2. We can color it in for now. And call it there. For angry. I see a song of past romance. Yeah, Feed the Machine was 7 months ago. Very, Scott, you think, to be upset but then try and hide it? Yeah. That was also kind of my thought. It's one of the things like between drama, because this is a more ever encoded facial expression of like over the top everything. But I do wonder if the understatement. I like both. Palettes. Where are you, Scott's Major? I think I already had your color. By the way, also, if you're doing an animatic, get yourself color palettes of the characters you're doing. Get yourself color palettes. Maybe I should do an How to Animatic series on the next mini animatic that I do. Whereas like every stream that we work on this animatic, and I'll bring you guys along for the whole ride kind of thing. Where like even more than now, even like through the planning and stuff. So that we can do like little sections on stream that I can then edit into a longer video. Maybe that's an idea. Maybe. They love HA. Hello, my dude. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. It's good to have you here. Hello. Bum. You definitely watch that? I love how we've got 2 votes for each. Dang it. Finally, someone who's doing art stuff with no spicy stuff. Oh, dude, yeah, I feel that. We're just here and we're wholesome. The only spicy stuff we get is tears. Because tears can be spicy. Can they? They can hurt. Tears can hurt rolling down your face, but that might just be the salt content. Rather than spiciness. We just chill. Good vibes. Exactly. If you consider salt, if you consider salt a spice. Thank you, Mango. We're on the science side of Twitch here. Bam. Bam. Beam. But yes, we also have blood, but I don't know if that's spicy, or one would consider that. I don't know. But your girl is asexual, so I have no intrigue in that kind of stuff. We're here for wholesomeness. Boop, 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 boop. And I think also the life series is very much geared towards wholesomeness, which is what I'm doing fan art of. And not spiciness. Although every fandom has that corner. Ba-dum-ba-bum. Don't know how much cooking is a science. I was talking chemistry, man. Oh, no, wait. Actually, yeah, cooking, yeah. Some would say cooking is a science. Science. Words. Some would say. Certainly has that corner. You pick up line unlocked for Epic fans. Are you Odysseus? Because I'd wait 20 years for you. Oh, cute. Although, yeah, I was going to make a comment on how disheveled Odysseus was when he came back. But then again, I think that marks the point of like, I will fall in love with you over and over again. I am really out of tune and I'm just going to play into that. Oh, the Ithaca saga. Oh, the Ithaca saga. My heart. Platonic bonds are the best. They are fantastic. And very underrepresented in media. Found family, besties, siblings. Oh, love it all. Bum, bum, bum. Mm-hmm. I will fall in love with you over and over again. I don't care how, where, or when. You're mine. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Waiting. I know the lyrics very well, don't I? I've been listening to Epic on shuffle. That's a trip, I tell you. That's a trip. We go from like open arms to the underworld, from legendary to hold them down, and I'm like, Bye, Molly. Have a wonderful rest of your day, my dude. Toodaloo. Toodaloo doo doo. Right, so what I'm going to do for Ren, I'm going to delete this frame again because I've got the only thing that I'm going to change on this frame is just adding this part and maybe like some lighting changes. So it doesn't need to be multiple frames because that's just more work. Who needs more work? Not me. Not you. Not me. I always draw Ren's glasses on a separate layer because I just can't. Ren. Where is your skin color? Do I have a Ren skin? Do I have a Ren? It's been so long since I drew Ren. Your sister says she doesn't like Epic because they can't sing. She's no longer your sister. Oh my gosh. They can't sing. I need to get Zmon into Epic. When we've got like this whole plan for like an Epic cinema setup that we can like change our living room into like a nice cinema. I don't think I have a Ren. Oh man, I think, you know what I think? I think Skiz or Gem replaced Ren on the oh no, on the color wheels because Ren wasn't in a couple of life series. I feel really bad. Let me just get a Ren image in here. I'll be right back. Do 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 do. Da 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 dum dum da da bum. They've updated the Photos app and I hate it. I really, really, really don't like the Photos app. Well, hi, that drawing guy. How you doing, my dude? Would you prefer I call you that drawing guy? Should we continue with Jester? I don't know. But welcome. Thanks for the resub. Hello, hello. Let me read your message. No message. Oh, there is message. Further up. Been a while. You're going to hop off because of school, so happy I'm back. Looks awesome. Thank you, my dude. Thank you, thank you. You missed a couple of seasons and bam, no more skin. No more color palette on the KT Row color palette or the Everin color palette stuff. I'm having a tough time with my branding, guys. I'm trying my best here. Oh, did I do right? Did I do a good thing? Because I think actually he might be slightly not desaturated, opaque. No, opaque. Not opaque, slightly see-through because he's a ghost. All skeleton, muscle, no skin, yeah. Favorite epic song is Will You Fall in Love with Me Again, followed by Scylla. Ooh, I don't even know. Finally, an animatic you can talk about. Yeah, Third Life, man, right? We're doing Third Life. Gosh, what is my favorite epic song? I guess I've got Open Arms in my playlist, in like my every day-to-day playlist, mainly because I haven't gotten around to thinking, oh, what other songs would I like in my playlist? Love Scylla. Do Love No Longer You. Just a Man. I think one of my favorite sagas is the Troy saga. I love it. And this might just be nostalgia because I've known it for so long. I'm a very nostalgic person when it comes to songs. I always cry listening. There's so many people that hyperfixate on Would You Fall in Love with Me Again. Don't get me wrong, it's an amazing song, fantastic finale. But I really, really love. My brain is absolutely blanking. What's the song that Odysseus sings with Telemachus? Cut the charade, you all know I'm mine. Yeah, Shuffle is fantastic. I Can't Help But Wonder. Yeah, that's the song. I can't help but wonder. Cry every time. It's so beautiful. I personally like that more than Would You Fall in Love with Me Again? Because it's just like, I love Telemachus. And just like the love that a parent and kid can have. Or just all those sentiments. I can almost relate to more. I guess. And I just, love it, love it, love it. And also we got a lot more time to learn who Telemachus was. And also like the scene with Athena, right? We were given a lot more time to like understand Telemachus and stuff. And by design, we didn't learn a lot about Penelope from Penelope herself. We just only heard about her from Odysseus. And so I think I had more of a connection to the journey that Telemachus has been on and then him reuniting with his dad. I had a more connection to that. Some time ago, you had the idea of a Jar of Hearts. Secret Life Animatic, with first Ice Inside Your Soul being Cows in episode 4. Last one being Cleo in episode 9. The end Pearl steps backwards, waving, Theo trips lightning. Is it... Gosh. I can't help but love you, even though I try not to. Is it that one? Is that the song? I can't help but want you. La da 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 da, wrong in the dark. I'm overcome with this jar of hearts. Jar of Hearts? No, War of Hearts. What's Jar of Hearts? Dang it. War of Hearts. I had that song in my brain. Who do you think you are running around? Don't think I know it. Don't think I know it. I'm going to write that down, because I always write down. I don't have a pen on my table. Hold on. Pens are gone. No pen, no notebook. I have sticky notes. Jar of Hearts sounds a bit scary. Oh, thank you. Hi, Simon. Simon has returned home to give me a pen. That's the only Jar of Hearts. Wait, who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars. Is that it? Right, Simon knows it. Tearing your love apart. That one. That one? Yeah, there it is. There it is. And Simon is singing it. I wonder if you guys can hear that, if the microphone picks up. Very metal, though. The Jar of Hearts. Oh, is it by the Jar of Hearts? Man, there's so many Jars of Hearts. We love it. The Jar of Hearts. It's one singular jar. Now I've got that song in my head. Who do you think you are? That was my edgy teenage phase, listening to that kind of song. It was that. It was Minecraft parodies also, if I'm going to be honest, to be edgy. One of them specifically, because I was going to start singing the original, but all I can remember is the parody of "They're coming, I'm running out of time." Also very edgy. Why not a heart in the bottle? I don't know. Why one singular jar with multiple hearts? If we're talking human hearts, that would have to be very big, that jar. If we're talking whale hearts, that would have to be even bigger. Very, very, very big jar. You remember that one? It's like, it's really depressing, like day one shelter, and he's being surrounded by mobs. And it's just like, they're coming, I'm running out of food. No place to run, I'm in my own tomb. Cookie jar. Yeah. Who stole the heart from the cookie jar? That doesn't quite work, does it? Say something. Oh, go say something. It's like, what's the original? How does the original go? Oh, look at how scuffed this is. Look at Impulse's different line arts. Dude, this took so long to do. This took so long to figure out this entire setting here. Oh, of course. Bless you. Try and re-download it. It's on. Oh. So we have an app. We have like an app that can switch on our light in the living room, because it's one of those lights that that is activated through a plug. So we can't activate it through a light, like the click of a light. There is no button for it. So we've connected it to a words fail me. Words fail. We've connected it to a socket that we can power on and off as we wish. And Simon's has stopped working. It's like she just has to sit there in the dark unless I'm there to switch it on. Mango knows a lot about the sizes of... Depending on the cookie jar, you could get 2 or 3 human hearts in it. Wow. One of them newfangled smart light thingamajigs. Exactly. We're kind of really obsessed with these power sockets that you can... Like, there's like 3 plugs and even some USBs. We don't need the USBs. But you can individually... switch them on and off. You can program them as well to go on at different times, off at different times. And so we're not massively technology freaks, but we're kind of obsessed with that. And we're waiting for them to restock because they import from outside the country and they have to rejig them with Swiss plugs. So we're waiting to get more, because we're going to put our whole living room setup on that, which is really good because we've got a flimsy, very, very old building. We live in a very, very old building with flimsy power. We can't have too much on at the same time or we'll flip the switch, which we've already done. We've already managed to flip the switch. Consider the switch flipped. If I had a nickel for every time I saw B-dubs with a clock, I drew B-dubs with a clock stabbing Impulse, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot. Turns on toaster, no more power. Yep. We don't have a toaster, but we had like the coffee machine, the kettle, the dishwasher, and the thing is our kitchen and our living room are on the same socket. So we also had like a, like in the eating area, we had a waffle iron, not a waffle iron, like one of those, I don't even know if this is a thing outside of Switzerland because they're mainly used for raclette, where it's like this table oven where on the top you've got like a frying pan and underneath you've got like different little shovels, I guess, that we in Switzerland like plonk raclette cheese into because it's just the perfect size, but you can put pizza in it. And we had that as well on, and lights, and it just went boom. And then it went dark. Good old raclette oven. Actually, it was the kettle. The kettle is what tripped the fuse, but the raclette oven was on. Christmas lights on the balcony. Ooh, yep. That. Oh, I can't wait to be here around Christmas and decorate decorate for Christmas. That's going to be so lovely. Because we moved on the 2nd of January. We moved here. Didn't move on the 1st of January because it's a holiday, and well, the 2nd of January is also a holiday, but was quite helpful because everyone had the day off. But if you know anything about Switzerland, you will know that if you make noise on a public holiday, you are getting yeeted out of the country. And we were just kind of like, we made sure to check with like the neighbours if it was all right first, that we move in on the 2nd kind of thing. But yeah, we officially got the keys on paper. We were going to get the keys on the 1st of January. We were going to get the keys, and we thought that was also questionable for Switzerland. But we actually got the keys a bit earlier as well, so we got them on like the 29th, maybe, I think. So we could be in a bit earlier, set some things up. We set the kitchen with like utensils and stuff up, and the bathroom. So that was already ready for people to move in, because we had a bunch of people helping us as well, which was a real blessing. And like we got so much done on the first day. Like everything pretty much moved in, all the biggest stuff, all the furniture. It was a miracle. Like I said, 3rd story, it was a miracle. We got the sofa up those flights of stairs, and the dining table, and many other things up those flights of stairs, but we have strong family members. Gym bros. Very thankful that we have gym bros in the family. But yeah. Bye, Iridescent Bookworm. Have a wonderful rest of your day, my dude. Are you a monster you like to colour without caring about the lines? If that's part of your style, then go for it, my dude. I mean, I'm kind of like not hugely, I don't care about the lines too much, which really shot me in the foot on a project that I did recently. That some of you have probably already seen if you're ever in Discord. But not colouring neatly was such a pain when working on an arcane art style, which is lineless, which I did. Dip, dip. Yeah, those ovens are like... Some friends are and they bring raclette oven when they go on their cut. Oh, interesting. Because it's one of those things. I think we had one in Germany. Or maybe this is just me speaking. This intrigues me now. I'm going to text my mother and ask, did we have a raclette oven in Germany? Did we have a raclette? I'm very scatterbrained today. Is that all right with you guys? I hope so. In Germany. Or something similar. Or is that just a Swiss thing? Because funny thing is, I wasn't going to originally, because I do like myself some raclette or that kind of thing. Thing is, with those ovens as well, what we have is kind of like also you can turn around the top plate and it has like these circles. So you've got, so you can fry crepes on them or pancakes if you're the Americans. And you also get like these tiny little frying pans that you can make woks in, like individual wok meals. And it's fantastic. We love it. This was another thing. We moved in on the 2nd of January. It was Simon's birthday. Like a skillet, yeah, a tiny, tiny skillet, like 5 centimeters diameter. It's so cool. We've done crepes on it. We've done a wok meal. We haven't done anything else yet. Simon's not a raclette fan, but yeah, we'll get people over and we'll do more of that sort of stuff. Where the flip is there's B-dubs. I haven't used this for so long. I was trying to find B-double-O. Your skin tone. We colour in the thing with your skin tone. But yeah, Simon's birthday was on the 5th of January. So imagine moving in and you've got to get your life in order enough to have guests over on the 5th of January. Yeah. I'm going to figure out this sword, where it pierces skin when it comes to rendering. Not right now. We'll figure that out later, how we do the blood, guts and gore. Woohoo! I think this is probably the most gory animatic I have made so far. There will definitely be a warning. Hi, Crow. Finally get to resub. Hello, my brother. Hello, hello. How are you? It's like we haven't talked yet today. A wooden sword did that. I think it was diamond. Might have been. I should actually check this, shouldn't I? Yeah. Good point. I should check. What color did I make the sword in the other drawing that I did this? I return to will figure out the blood, guts, and gore. Yep. I need to plug in my iPad, otherwise we're going to suddenly have a black screen. It was a copper sword, actually. Oh, were they playing a mod pack? Boop. Boop. What am I looking for? I'm so out of it. Oh, I'm looking for B-dub stabbing impulse. Again. I have so many trash images on my iPad. I should have a sort through. B-dubs and impulse. I also have one of Ren stabbing B-dubs. Stabbing. Stab. So much savage. The amount of times I have drawn people getting stabbed. It is very desaturated, but that is an iron sword, so I'll probably keep to consistency. Better head to volleyball. He's gonna volleyball. Have a good time, bro. Have a nice volleyballing time. Oh, it's Thursday, isn't it? Oh, it is. My gosh, I thought it was Wednesday. The days go by so quickly. I start uni again on Monday. New semester, man, the holidays were gone so quick. And I don't feel like I've had a rest because moving house is exhausting, but that's fine. We'll get through it. Bye, Phoenix. Have a wonderful rest of your day, my dude. I gotta say, this is just a relief to be able to getting back to this. And just pretty careless drawing. Pretty careless colouring. Because. Shall I show you guys something that I did? Again, we're going off topic. But just a week ago, it was my brother's birthday. It was Crow's birthday just a week ago. And if you're on the Everyone Discord, you might have seen this already. But I did a little drawing. I did a little something. I drew an Arcane poster for us, and I tried to emulate the Arcane style to the best of my ability. And this was so hard, man. This was so difficult. And, oh, yeah. This was probably also a reason why it took me an extra week to start streaming, because I was just working on this instead of working on the scene that you're currently looking at, the drawing scene. But, yeah, I did a thing. And it was fun. But I'm never going to do it again. Because I did wonder, like, oh, if I enjoyed this enough, maybe I could do, like, portraits of the Life series peeps in the Arcane style. I'm obviously not the first person to do this. I know I've seen other people do it, but I think it would be fun. But, yeah, no. I'm not doing that. It's not happening. This was so hard to do. But it was a huge learning experience, and I think it's, especially the rendering part, I will potentially, like, bring some of those elements to my drawings. It was a fantastic learning experience. This was one of those things, again, where I'm like, I don't care how long I'm going to spend doing this. I'm going to do this well. And, yeah. I enjoyed it. It was painstaking, though. Especially the weapons. If I do the Arcane style again, I'd just do portraits and faces. Did not like these weapons. I don't like this kind of like geometric style of drawing. Not fun. But yeah. Slight tangent. We're back. Let's get back to colouring. Boop. And that's why I really appreciate line art. Because what I did was I kind of did line art for the Arcane drawing. But more of just like building, and then I rendered afterwards, far more detailed. And it was when I got rid of the line art that I realized, oh my gosh, these lines are not very even and not very clean. If if I were to get rid, look at his nose, look at his lips. If I were to get rid of the line art, it would not look good. And that's why we really like line art. I think I've drawn a bit too far over the edge there. But that's how it works. The last time I did a line art on this style was Brave as a Noun back in the Dream SMP days for Awesome Dude. And that was already a pain, so much of a pain that I vowed never to do it again, and I didn't do it again for another 4 years. Because was that 21? It must have been 21. Got up in 2020. Right? No. No, it can't have been. It was 21. So yeah. Question, do you guys hear the ding dong, not right now, but in the background? Oh yeah, maybe right now. Do you hear the ding dong of church bells? Because we have the ding dong of church bells. We live right next to a church, so we hear every 15 minutes we hear a ding dong. No, you don't? It picks up on my microphone. I see it pick up on my microphone. I don't think OBS picks up, which is quite good. This was one of the many concerns that I had when like figuring out this setup of audio stuff. So I'm pleased. You only hear them outside. Similar situation. Not from the stream. Awesome. Cool. All concerns that I had. Oh, I'm an idiot. Dang it. Right, okay, we're going to do this in that case. We are going to do this. Because this arm is on a different layer. I was not paying attention to what I was doing, as always. When do I ever pay attention? Boop. Copy and paste. And then we'll plunk you up here. I think... Is this hand okay? I think I worked on this hand so much and I was so done. It took so long for me to figure out how I wanted this hand to work, or for this hand to work, that I was like, I am not going to add it to the other layers in case I don't like it, but I think it's all right. I think it works. If you look out your window, you can see a church bell tower over the roof of another house. The church that is right next to us, we have no windows to it because we're like parallel to it. But I see the town hall. I see the town hall clock tower, which was also a clock tower that dings. Yes. We are in the center of an old town, which is amazing. It's like, you know, the starving artist's dream, if that makes sense. It's like not high-end at all, but we really love it. We really, really think it's awesome here. So, also, this part would be maybe, potentially, copy and paste. I've copied and pasted the wrong thing. Copy and paste. If I paid more attention, this would be easier. Oh, I need to figure this out a bit better. What eraser is this? Oh, it's that. Okay. This did not feel like my normal eraser that I use. We like our clock tower. We do. So many. So many. So much history as well with them. I can tell you one thing, though. It gets you out of bed on a Sunday morning. Because, like, I think on a Sunday at, I want to say 10-ish? They just go. The bells just go and they go and they go for like 15 minutes. It's like when you're trying to have a lion and that's all that you can hear, it kind of ruins your lion. Just a little bit. Because I don't want this double layered. I will get rid of this. Let's see. I'm going to try and make this kind of like a more organic end to his arm. In case I decide to like move his hand and stuff, this is what I generally do. If I've got like hands moving, I give them a good arm to attach to so that you don't ever at any point just kind of like go outside of Like, cut the arm off. That's what I'm trying to say. You bake sop every Sunday? Oh my gosh, what an idyllic life. That sounds like you've got your life completely together. Good for you, my dude. Oh, wrong one. No, you're right. Okay, cool. And then same here is we give him a good... Like, imagine if the arm wasn't there. And this is the whole idea. If we're moving, like... If I decide, oh, I'm going to move the arm a bit. So we at no point have... Ooh, that might be tricky, though. Because it's all together. We'll figure out if I want to move it. Ba-do-ba-do. Well, hello there, little Grover. Welcome, welcome, my dude. Thanks for following. It's lovely to have you here. We are doing some colouring of some animatic. Now it just looks like B-Dubs has really bad aim. He's got like really bad aim where he just kind of goes... He didn't even hit Impulse. It's just like off to the side of his torso, between his torso and his arm. He missed. He missed. Buddy, you get good. Where's your clock? There's your clock. I'll make this, I'll colour this in as well while I'm here. No, actually I need to just group these, otherwise I'm going to get confused. MP arm. That's a sketch. Group. B-dubs. Group. MP. Impu? MP. Impulse is always too long for me to write in these things, which, yeah, he always gets shortened to MP when I'm naming layers. B-dubs missed and Impulse is being a drama queen with his pen. Absolutely. That's what actually happened. Then they made up and they went to win on the series together. I do like to think about these kind of what-if scenarios in the life series or in any kind of story. I think it's a kind of like normal thing to do if you ask me, but oh, I love pondering like, oh, what if Dogwarts had won against the others? Because Martin was talking about if they'd survived that battle, then his character would have betrayed Ren, or you know, what if B-dubs hadn't turned on Impulse? And I don't know if they would have still been able to defeat Scar and Green. I think Green and Scar just had too much main character energy to not win that series. But yeah. Late, but hey, it's just off from the YouTube community posting. You well, welcome, my dude. Hiya, Bubble family. Okay. Let's move on. That was the one that had the most elements. Let's get a Martin. He's just really sad because he's watched his brother die. He's dead with his broken crown. Cross my heart and... Wait, cross my heart and hold my tongue. I'll never be your chosen one. Name that band and you'll be cool. Can't remember the last time you saw Legitimate Bell or a Clock Tower. Dude. It's going on YouTube. I am doing a Third Life Animatic to No Longer You from Epic the Musical. And yes, it is a mini animatic going on Third Life. Name it Bob. What am I naming? What am I naming? I don't know. Am I naming something? Did I say to name it the band? Oh, hello. Can you just... G-Hub, go away. Every time I move my mouse, G-Hub is just like, oh, your mouse has this sensitivity. I'm like, I know, I set it to that sensitivity, for goodness sake. Third Life was the best season. I think it was a very good season. I really enjoyed it. It was very, very fun. Not my personal favourite, but not because I didn't like it. I really, really enjoyed it. I just also loved the atmosphere of YouTube back when it was coming out. And it was like this whole new thing and this new fandom was forming and it was really cool to be a part of. And I think that's why, like, that's my main reason for loving Third Life and also the storyline that we had. But I gotta say, I love myself a Double Life. Double Life is my favorite season. And then, you know, I think my tier list might be changing. I think I need to rewatch Last Life, and I need to rewatch Limited Life, because those two are currently tied for second, I think. And I think Limited Life is so high on that list because of Your Light in My Eyes. Because I spent so much time writing stuff for it. And because Battle Cry is my favorite animatic that I've done. So it's very selfish reasons why I like it. Last Life all the way. I think it's cool that everyone has like a different favorite season, because it shows that the quality is just up there every time. Where like there's no season where everyone is just like unanimously agreeing that it's their least favorite season. Starting to make a Third Life finale out of Lego stop motion. Ooh, awesome. That sounds really cool. I had a phase of Lego stop motion. I had a friend who had like so many Legos. He had like an entire loft area in his room that was just full of Legos. And we'd do Star Wars stop motions. Because he had like a lot of the Star Wars builds. Definitely a lot of the characters. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Parts of beta haven't arrived yet. Oh, you're doing like custom little builds, little characters. That's so cool. I'm always so fascinated by how accurately, because obviously there's no like live series specific Lego set yet. Hello, I would buy it. Imagine like the Crassel or the Southlands Lego set. This town was founded in 1900, short history. Ooh, yeah. Aren't any clock towers because making clocks is more expensive than it used to be? Interesting. I didn't know. Not really something I've researched, but oh gosh, this town existed in the Middle Ages. And it might even had a Roman settlement, if I'm not mistaken. Please make a Lego set with someone's kidneys. Pop in for a few minutes before your next class. How are we doing? We're doing good. I'm still on the base colors of people. How long have we been streaming for? An hour and 40 minutes. 41 minutes to be precise. But this is the kind of thing. This is the kind of thing that just takes like no brain energy at all, unless I'm trying to find the skin color. So it's just the perfect opportunity to chill and chat while I'm doing this in the background. What would if the live series could make like 3 Lego sets of like characters or builds, what 3 Lego sets would you do? What 3 Lego sets would you want the most? Bells weren't as important in the Middle Ages as sirens were used instead of bells. Oh, weren't as important as in the Middle Ages. I missed that as. I was like, bells are pretty. I think bells were pretty important in the Middle Ages, but what do I know? I didn't see the as. Silly me. Yeah, sirens. Secret Keeper, man, that's quite an iconic one. My gosh. Sandcastle and Clock Tower. The Clock Tower from Limited Life? I find it so interesting to see like what people's favorite builds are. Skynet is much bad. Oh no, Skynet would be so bad. Absolutely not. I'm a silly sausage. I was just about to ask, would the clock tower have frog faces on it? Because I got confused between the clock tower and Froggy Tower. The tower of the neighbors. Oopsie. Let's see. What would I do? What do I consider the most iconic builds? I think Third Life, the Sandcastle, is very iconic. Scottage, yeah. Oh, Scar's Wizard Hut. Scar's Wizard Hut would be a good shout. The ship! The relationship. The relationship would be my top one. I'd want that. Maybe just because I also have a slight bias towards ships. You might have noticed. Maybe I like ships a little bit. Tiny bit. Just a little bit. We like ships here. Just in case. Did you get the memo that I like ships? Pearl's Double Life Tower. Yeah. Till death do us part. The box. Oh man, imagine. Joel's car. Let's just go for it. Let's go Joel's car. That would probably sell quite well, even for people who don't who don't know the Life series. The 3 parrots from the Bamboozlers would be fun as well. There's been so many Life series, man. I'm just kind of like I'm slowly but surely losing track as to what existed in them. They should make the set be set on fire. Ooh, yeah. You know what would be really interesting is having the scene, basically having this scene. Having the scene where Scott explodes himself in front of Pearl. Let me find that picture. Scott go boom. Imagine this, but with an explosion. That would be fun, because it would generally be so satisfying to see different, like how you would do an explosion in Lego bits, because they've got these translucent parts. I would imagine it would look fairly similar to how, for instance, Scar did his burning redwood tree. The pool party, ooh. The Bam Bunker. Siege of Dogwood. I guess, yeah, you can also do scenes as well. I keep forgetting that you can do scenes with Lego. I used to play with Lego so much, but it wasn't like a... Oh, hello, we've glitched out again. Can we stop glitching out, please? Thank you. There is a... I've just realised something that I always do, and I've just automatically gone back to it, even though it's been months since I did something like this. My default, like, colouring, if I have to colour something that's wooden and doesn't have a colour in itself, is just Pearl's hair colour. Ever stand by Double Life being your favourite season? 5am Pearl carries the season all on her own. I also love the Ranchers. 5am Pearl is fantastic. The Ranchers. I should rewatch Double Life. There's so many different perspectives. I guess that could be true for every Life season. Because I think like there were so many different stories being told in Third Life, Last Life, and Double Life specifically. Like it's very different characters. And maybe it's because I didn't pick it up on it much in later seasons, I guess. But you've got like Scar, who's like having the worst time in Last Life, who's on his own, can't get lives or friends, or can get lives but can't get friends. And then you've got like the divorce duo that is B-Dubs and Etho. And then you've also got like the frat boys, the other Southlanders. You've got the role-playing fairy fort. Pearl and Scott at the Scottage, who are just vibing. Divorce duo, my beloved, my absolute beloved. I love those two. Man, the animatics that followed B-Dubs dying after Etho was like, get me alive, get one of the Reds out and I'll give you a life. The angst that followed, woo, man, that was a time. That was a time. Boop. Boop. There we go. All this live series talk is making you even more excited for this Saturday at 2 a.m. What's happening on Saturday at 2 a.m.? We've got a new live series coming? Did I miss something? Usually I'm quite on par with what's happening. It's Saturday, 2 a.m. Oh, you may or may not be recording the finale of a fan-made live series. Let's go. Congrats on making it to the finale, my dude. Have you got a chance of winning? What gimmick are you guys going for? Have you guys got a gimmick, or is it Third Life? Is it Third Life coded? Because I always love hearing like the fan-made gimmicks that are like either, you know, a playoff of what the live series has already done, or sometimes like completely original concepts, which is fantastic, which is so cool. Probably scored. Oh. Bless. Just realised I haven't got any line art. I don't quite understand how I did this crown. Is that how this crown works? I think that's how this crown works. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Ba-da-dum. Da-da-da-dum. Do-do-do. This shows this kind of like conveys appreciation for how long it takes for stuff to color stuff. Because I always do it like this, because my line art is not good enough, not clean enough to just color drop. Sadly. Well, sadly. I think it adds a lot of character doing it by hand like this. And also having a sketchy line art. It was either like do clean line art on top of a sketch. This is my sketch and line art. My line art and sketch are one. All I do before this section is I do like a body. And then I do the line arts right on top. Boop. You do Last Life, but with a few rule adjustments. Reds can still team with non-reds, among other small changes. That's fair. That was always it was one of those things. I liked that in... I kind of liked it in Last Life, but I'm glad they didn't continue that for future seasons. Oh. I've drawn scars on the wrong layer. Especially the ones on his arms. They're supposed to be on his arms and not... Right, how am I going to do this then? How am I going to do this then? I might just have to copy and paste. Oh, the back arm is... what was I thinking? I don't think I was thinking at all. Absolute favourite fan-made gimmick is Silent Life. How does Silent Life work? You tend to colour in one thing all in one colour and then use Alpha Lock to actually colour it in. I think it's the same I'm doing. I'm not doing it here right now, but I usually do that, yes. And what I do is I have a base colour of their skin colour, and then I use a textured brush on top so that a bit of their skin colour still shows through. And it kind of makes everything look a bit more cohesive. Copy and paste the scars. Delete the scars on this layer. Clear. That work? And then move up there and merge down. Right, the scars are on... I moved up the wrong layer. Move up. Wait, what's this? Empty. Move up this layer and then merge down. Nope, that didn't work either. What's happening? There we go. We got it. Silent Life is about to wrap up. What is Silent Life? Shows where I've been. I've been nowhere. Okay, so just gonna group together, otherwise I'll get confused. Skull. Green. sword, and arms. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Call them scarms. Minecraft is fun, but it can be more chaos. But Minecraft with friends and chaos is more fun. Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's get rid of the arms. Let's do the line art for green. The line art, we've done the line art. Let's do the colouring for green. Silent is third life, but chat is disabled and there's no death messages, no tab list. Oh man. But they still got like voice chat, right? So they have to run around and spread information like that. So you don't even know if you and your like guy, if you and your your partner in crime are separated, then they die. Oh my gosh. And you don't know. Crazy. If you get final killed, no one will know who's dead. Yikes. Man. That's brutal. What kind of peeps are part of that? If it's being shared online. Anyone I might know? Bum, bum, bada, bum, bum, bum. So cool that like at the end of session announces everyone just kicked. I'm assuming they kind of like know when to stop, right? A certain time. Maybe they've all got like alarm clocks at like 6 p.m. kind of thing. Maybe for the stuff like that, they've got Discord open for organizational things. All small creators make some great drama. Ooh, might check it out. The owner makes an announcement. Ah, that makes sense. Just imagine like you just get kicked. Like, right, we're out now. We're going. Do 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 do. Or just titles. Man, that is. I'm quite just flabbergasted by that. It's such a cool concept, man. But just the implications and the way you play so differently because of it. Man. Colin Maximovs. Let me write that down. Write that down. Pardon me? Yikes, oh. Sneezy. There we go. Bum ba-dum bum bum. Should make a Third Life Animatic. You should make an animatic of the thing that you've not seen yet. Of course, yes, of course I will. Absolutely. No, that's really awesome that like even like small creators are also kind of able to create cool stuff with these ideas. I bet that's like the dream that Grian had, right? Because he's all about hyping up other people that do the job well and that entertain well. So he'd love that, I'm sure. Hi, you're in the tomato. Welcome, my dude. Thanks for the follow. Hello. Guys, I went into the mountains for the first time in years on Tuesday, and I felt a little bit sniffly afterwards, and I'm like, no, sickness, go away. I have no time. But oh, we love the mountains. Been so long. I went sledging with my parents. Small Creator's been talking about. You've seen videos showing all the final deaths of the past life series. Like timed life, limited life, but your time is your health. Oof. Charged life, limited life, but with battery charge instead of time. Looked at a few fan life series and not a fan of most. Feel like a lot of people are just trying to kill everyone and win, which is kind of like, yeah, that's the kind of thing where you need to have like a good community, and that's something that is rare to find. Like imagine I know there's a lot of controversy involving this group of people, but like imagine the type of people that I'm just going to talk about them to make this point. Imagine like the Dream SMP doing a live series. It would just be a manhunt. It would just be like a big PvP match, and whoever's better at PvP will just win. And that's the way that it is. But the live series is so good because they prioritize content over like winning. And sometimes it's like so very obvious, where you've got like Pearl, who's like, I don't want to win. I want to bring someone else the glory. And so I will choose someone each live series who is my person who will win. And that's how I play the game. And I think that's so cool. They've kind of got this dynamic, and they're all friends, and they don't hold any grudges, and they do everything is more important. Like there's nothing more important than having a good time, which is fun. Charge Life is a different group. Okay. Silent Life still staggers me with just the concept. Scares me. You know what else scares me is Armless Scar. That's kind of like weird. Don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it. I don't quite understand how Scar's arm works. Oh, it doesn't work. There is no arm. It just cuts off. That's fine. There is no arm. Arm, literally armless. He's unarmed. Oh, now his arms are back. No, we want a Grian back. We don't want his arms. Grian. Hehe. Is LSR? What does LSR stand for? Boom, boom, boom. Gem. Touche. Yep. Mango, you're right. They don't hold grudges unless it's for the drama, unless it works. And the gem is also a very valid point. But that's kind of like Gem's character, though. I love all their dynamics, man. They're just so fun. I've been seeing a lot of like clips, like stream clips that people have gathered together of the hermits talking about D&Ding together. LSR is a big group that does fan life series. Okay. I've seen the hermits kind of alluding to the fact that they'd like to do D&D together, and like I would be so here for that. That would be amazing. Stretch, thank you. I stretch. Oh, hello, plant. I have just stroked my plant. I have big plant behind me that I can't back up too far into. I needed the stretch, thanks. But a bit. Infants got positives with Cleo. They were discussing playing D&D. Yeah. Who would be DMing? I'm saying like Tango. More for the dungeon master, because we had the whole dungeon master setup. I'd see a Tango. I'd see a Grian. Cleo. Scott already DMs. Ooh. Yeah, I know Cleo DMs from the Infants podcast. That would be fun. I'd definitely be here to watch that, listen to that. I will hydrate. Thank you. Scardium would be so funny. It would be such an unhinged campaign. Oh, wow. He'd also create some beautiful worlds as well. We've always said Scar can do some fantastic narration and like storytelling. We've always said when we release our book, it would be a dream to get Scar to do the audiobook of it. that has always been like a wow, that would be so cool. That would be wonderful. Oh my gosh, a Scar campaign would be so chaotic. Like imagine trying to get into Scar's mind to solve puzzles, right? Like solve some sort of puzzle. They're in a dungeon, typical dungeon crawling. They need to solve a puzzle to get the treasure, kind of thing, to get further in the dungeon. And the evil snails eat the beautiful redwood forest. No. He'd be very biased in his descriptions. Scar's mind is such an enigma. Oh man. For a long time, I tell you, I've been talking with Hawk, because Hawk was also a dungeon master, about kind of like doing a like D&D kind of thing based on the world of our OCs, Everin. The name of Everin is actually the world that our OCs reside in, which gets very confusing. We need to come up with a new name for the world, I think, or rebrand the Everin stuff, which is all stuff that I have been thinking about a lot recently. I haven't come to a conclusion on what I want to do. Because we've kind of got the slight topic jump here, but we've kind of got the, Miss Katie Rowe branding on the Twitch. And I want to keep the Miss Katie Rowe branding because Katie Rowe is my personal online handle. But I've kind of taken over the Everin brand as well. It doesn't really involve Simon and Alina anymore, and they're okay with that, and I'm okay with that, and it's just, we need to see how we do the branding. The Impulse Cameo channel. It's weird because I've considered changing everything around to Miss Katie Rowe, but then we'd have the Miss Katie Rowe Discord, and that's just, I don't know, that just feels way too centered on me, and I don't want this thing to be centered on me. I want this to be a community where everyone is like equal and just sharing experiences, and I don't know. I need to figure it out. Not come to a conclusion yet. But I think the Miss Katie Rowe Twitch will stay the Miss Katie Rowe Twitch, because I feel like this is very me branded, because this is me. Obviously, we're doing it right now. The most personal kind of experience that I have online with you guys, opening my heart to you all, that kind of thing. And like everything that's Everin coded, that's got like the Everin brand of it, is less personal. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. Usually think of Everin as one entity. And this is weird, just seeing one of me. Yeah. That's the way that works. Yeah. But it's kind of like it's kind of like the way that it happened. It is kind of, in my sense, my fault, because I overtook originally the Instagram account with Minecraft YouTube stuff, and then obviously because that is a fandom thing, that kind of made us gain followage, and then I did the YouTube channel, and it kind of all went from there. So I got to figure some stuff out with branding. I do know, we got to figure it out. DMing and being a player at the same amount, you don't know which was more fun. I haven't ever played D&D. I feel like the concept of dungeon mastering would be so challenging. I don't know if I could be like at the tip of a hat so creative if the players throw me through a loop and don't like follow the story that I've planned out for them. I don't know how good I'd be at that. You know what else I don't know? I don't know if Scar is gripping onto Grian's hand or if he's gripping onto the sword. I think he needs to grip onto the sword. Going like, stab me now. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. This took this frame took forever to do as well. Posture check, thank you. I sit up straight and I hydrate. Doop doop doop. Kind of the person that would like the gaming, never played D&D though. Need to fix that and run a campaign. Oh, imagine an Everrun based campaign. I stretch. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. I shall hydrate again. I found my bottle, by the way. I'd lost it for a while. Which is great. Oh. There we go. Thanks for explaining all that. You were confused when you saw my stuff. Yeah, so the start was like the three of us for sure. And if you scroll back far enough on the Instagram account, and even like on the YouTube, there is a Icarus animatic for Limited Life that Simon did, which is amazing. Go watch it if you haven't. But like, I'd say 80%, 90% of Everin is me. It's me. I'm like Midas, but with my Midas. I know the Midas touch, isn't that like turning stuff to gold? King Midas? What would Midas be in relation to the Everin channel? Now, which Everin to base it on? Yep, that is the question. Did like a campaign once it took over a year to plan or to do? I don't know what's going on with Midas. I was reading. I was going up further message because I saw it on the chat screen and I'd realised that I hadn't replied to that message. Boop. Boop. Do you guys recognise these poses? Yes, Midas was cursed with everything he touches become to gold. So in my case, it would be everything turning into my social media channel. Aha! I see. I get it. It makes sense. Just playing the last life campaign took over a year, like 16 months. So did you do a campaign where it's like every time you did it, people like someone was the boogeyman and people would lose lives and stuff? How many people were part of that group? Because my gosh, I went nom on the social media. I didn't mean to. It just kind of happened. Battles in D&D take a while. Yes, man. Oh, if honestly, if I were to be a part of a campaign, I think I would enjoy much more if there wasn't like a lot of battles, or if there was like a sped up battle kind of thing. Is it the arcade? It is. Yes. These are the reference images I used. It is the arcade. I realized I asked that question and didn't continue. Is this pose the fight scene between Vi and Jinx? I used these illustrations of it most precisely because you can see what's going on more there. But by this artist, there's the signature. Don't know who they are, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, they're fantastic, gorgeous style. And so yeah, it's this frame. It's this frame. It's dramatic. Scar. And I love the whole vibe of Scar being like, because I think right after I drew this, someone posted a meme in the Everin Discord of like the desert duo fight where Scar is visibly losing, but trash talking and being like, yeah, I'm doing so well. Trash talking Grian. But then Grian is like visibly winning, but is the one who's more emotionally struggling with this. And this just encapsulated their fight so much. So much. 6 players and 10 NPCs. Ah, okay, okay. You're 0.00001% about Arcane. What's the thing that you know? If that's such a small amount, what's the thing that you know? Nom nom. No, we're not starting nom nom. We're not starting nom nom. Absolutely not. Campaign actually ended with them fighting directly. Fighting the Watchers and escaping Ocean. Oh, wow. So much does happen. I feel like I've missed so many chat messages. I'm just scrolling up again just to make sure that I haven't missed anything. No, we're good. 4,000 at this point. Ships and boats. What are we doing with ships and boats? Have I missed something? Oh, is that the only thing that you know? Is ships. Ships. There are ships in Arcane? I guess there are. Does it limit how much battles there are? Because that campaign kept attacking each other, which was what made it so long. Well, I guess if you're in a Hunger Games deathmatch kind of thing, there's going to be a lot of battles. But yeah, every time there was like a battle, because I used to watch Critical Role Campaign 2. Every time there was a battle, I'd like skip. I'd skip it. And that was just half of everything. I got so bored listening to the battles. And I guess it's probably more fun doing it yourself. Is Scar's hand too big? Is it? I don't know. Might be too big. But like only slightly. I can have a big punching hand, why not? Plays into his superpower that he had in Wildlife. Hulk punch. Like the drama with NPCs more. Absolutely. Play D&D with your friends and it's really weird because your friends make up elaborate, bizarre enemies. Okay. I guess when you're like DMing, there's like this balance between like your players' backstories and characters, and kind of incorporating that into the story. But then also wanting to kind of tell your own story and kind of finding the balance between those two. Because you can't just do character backstory. You can't also just do the story that you've created, because otherwise the characters won't feel involved. And Matthew Mercer has done a fantastic job of that for the campaigns the part of the campaigns that I've watched. I never finished campaign 2. But I've really been enjoying Vox Machina on Amazon Prime, the series. The animated series. And they're getting a campaign 2. They're getting a Mighty 9 one as well, which is also amazing. Where does your arm finish? That's where your arm finishes. So we colour in this. Ba-ba-dum. That's what you just said. Battles will come to years after a while, and sometimes you say, meet a monster. Oh, you killed it. Look at that. Am I going to do a wildlife animatic to the song? I'm not going to do a wildlife animatic. Not inspired to. The series didn't inspire me. Dreamin' Wild by Surf Ghost. I will write that song down because I'm always gathering songs for animatics. Dreamin' Wild. Boop. Silly DM friend of yours forgets battle shouldn't be 90% of anything. Oh dear. Oh, I'd love the end of campaign 2. Well, the non-battle parts are at least. The angst, the wholesomeness. You only do actual battles when you're fighting something like that matters. Yeah. You walk on a road and suddenly there's also, yeah. That's fair. I think it's like difficult because you want there to be like risk reward kind of thing. Yeah. I don't know a lot. So campaign 2, watching like campaign 2 2 of Critical Role was a very lockdown thing for me. I did it during lockdown. Welcome back, Lucas. And so when lockdown kind of ended, so did me watching campaign 2. And I got to the point where they were in the land that Yasha came from. I think they were in that land, and they climbed a tree. They climbed a massive tree, and they fell out that tree, and it was almost really bad, but it was really funny. That's the last part I mentioned that I remember. Hi, Lady K. That I remember watching. Rename Scar. That's where I finished. Well, finished. And it's one of those things I just don't have the time to go back to watch. Not time. It takes too long. But I guess less long if you skip the battles. I'm really looking forward to the animated series though. Oh my gosh. My bro and I really wanted to cosplay Molly and Jester at some point. That was like our dream cosplay together, but like also wigs and also so much body paint. Fireplace is the perfect amount for D&D. Great song you listened to a while back recently came. What's a different version? It's called This Is Home by Cavetown. I know Cavetown. This is home. There's some banger songs to listen to after this stream. But what I've always wanted to do is I've always wanted to like step into the shoes of like a side character from our story and do like a campaign on or like a one shot on with that character, playing that character in the world of Everin, which is where it gets confusing again. Is this where your fist ends? Green, your face is confusing me. There we go. Bum bum bada bum bum bum. Here we go. I've got quite a few series to watch if I want to finish this colouring, man. Bum 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 do 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 do. And then we have a Grion. I'm looking forward to rendering this. Man, it's been so long since I did some good old rendering, which wasn't in the arcane style. Because, well, I say long. Last time I did some rendering was like a couple of days ago when I finished this, this drawing background and this avatar that you see. But other than that, it's been forever. Bum, bum, bum. I think what's really exciting about this is that the end is in sight, right? Like the colouring of this, I could do the colouring of this in one day and then the colouring's done. Even less than a day. I think it would just take maybe 4 hours if I really knuckled down and went for it. And that's just an exciting thought because then I can share it with you guys quicker. And we can tell more stories. Rather than kind of like sitting on an animatic for so long, for like half a year. Do I know how long I'll stream per day? I don't know. I don't know. We're at 2.5 hours. I'm wondering, I kind of think I need to get back into like going for very, very long. Because it's one of those things, I notice my voice going bye-bye. So I'm not used to talking for that long anymore. I think I'm maybe going to finish doing the base color on all these drawings and then maybe call it a day. Hiya, Hannah. Welcome, welcome, my dude. Thank you for the follow. It's lovely to have you here. Scar is so close to punching green. The line art is literally crossing over. Tangenting, you could say. Well, hello. Welcome to chat, my dude. Is that... Oh, what is that emote? It's a Momo. Cute. Adorable. Trying to start to get into art more on your iPad and pencil. But it's hard to stay motivated every day. There's so many artists out there that say, like, draw every day, right? You got to draw every day. You have to draw every day. And I find that, like any kind of art advice that tells you you have to do this, right? Did I consider getting the How It's Made art book? It's so good. The Arcane book, I do. I want to get it. I hope they do some reprints because it's out of stock. It's not available at the moment. I hope they do some reprints and they make it available again because I'd love to see that. But any kind of art hack or art tip that says you have to do this, I think I've got I have a lot of issue with that because, like, art and making art and drawing is such a personal journey. That it's just like it doesn't. Nothing can like force you into a box that will make you good at art, right? Everyone goes on their own journey of getting better at art, and you just need to enjoy the process, right? And so everyone's like, you have to draw every day. You have to. I always found that incredibly intimidating because, sorry, mate, I've got a pretty busy life. University, working, I can't draw every day. And in fact, Dragon's saying that you draw twice a week. Dragon, you draw more often than me. On a normal like work and uni week. I very often don't get to draw twice a week. If I'm having a busy time. It just doesn't work. And I can still, like, you know, I can still make stuff. So I think it's one of those things. Objectively, it'll probably help your art, right? It'll probably help your art objectively. But you need to do what you want to do. Don't force yourself. Don't force yourself to sit down and draw because otherwise you're going to start resenting it. And that's not something that you want. Unless it is, it's one of those things. Unless it is something that you want and you want to force yourself, because sometimes you just got to do the grunt work. Is my playlist done? I hear nothing. Oh, my playlist is done. Let's enable repeat because I didn't have that enabled. We had no music for a second. But it's one of the things like, okay, yes, if you want to improve, then, and you want to be like, oh, I really want to improve in this, and this is my goal, then draw every day, learn anatomy, all that jazz. If you really want to do that, right? That's not my goal, personally. Like, my personal goal is telling stories with my art. I don't need to improve, but I will organically improve just by drawing. And that's the whole thing. You'll organically improve by drawing. Hi, Ivan. Welcome, my dude. So, trying to force yourself to do art is always difficult. And sometimes it's better to just step back and do something else, and then you'll feel like you want to do art again, right? You don't really love arting, but you mainly do it for your games, which is somewhere you kind of have to do it. Yeah. I think everyone's on their own creative journey. And whatever works for you, and whatever it means that you're creatively fulfilled and it enables you to do the creative projects that you wish to do. Awesome. You go on your journey. If that means you're only drawing once a month, go for it. Awesome. If that means you're drawing, like, if you're filling multiple sketchbooks, drawing every day, then yeah, go for it. If you enjoy the process, that's the most important thing. You need to enjoy the process. And that's something that I'm kind of rediscovering for me personally, because it got to the point where like I started these animatics, and I'd only ever like do an animatic if I was like so inspired that I couldn't breathe. There's literally the feeling, my chest kind of hurt, right? My chest was just so tight with like these ideas that I wanted to share and put out into the world. That's how Who Are You Really? That's the kind of like motivation I had when I put out Who Are You Really, right? Because it was just like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And that's how I kind of like started on the life series. Rain, your hand is weird. Let's add some wrinkles. To give some shape. And so, and it's like sometimes hard to like replicate that motivation and get back to it. And sometimes you're just always forever chasing that feeling of when you were inspired to do something. By doing a bunch of stuff that you're not really inspired, but you're hoping that you will get to, right? A bit of it. You returned from a funny situation, Ivan? Oh, you're explaining it in a sec. Hold on. Am I reading the chat? This is the problem when I'm looking down and colouring, I don't see the chat. Decided to go out and clear out snow from your car just as you were about to step outside. Two dudes came up the driveway and offered to clear the whole thing. Oh, like for free? Awesome. So like I'm saying is do whatever feels the best and what helps you improve. It doesn't even have to help you improve. Just do whatever feels the best. I consider myself first and foremost a storyteller, not an artist. My drive is to tell stories. That's what I want to do with my life and with my creative projects. And that's why I go towards animatics, and I love doing animatics. But you know what I don't really do a lot of? And I have these aspirations of doing more of it, but I haven't for the past years. Is I don't draw a lot in sketchbooks. I don't sketch a lot. I don't just, oh, that's green skin tone. I don't just sit there and be like, oh, I'm just going to doodle. Because that isn't as telling a story for me. And it's one of those things I have to really, really sacrifice stuff to put time aside for me. So as much as I do like doodling in a sketchbook, and I used to do a lot more when I had time, for me, putting like time aside to do my creatively fulfilling stuff isn't trying to improve anatomy, isn't, doing different art courses that'll teach me color theory or poses or storyboarding or stuff like that. It's one of those things that everyone wants to be good at, sure. Absolutely. And everyone wants to grow as an artist. But Grin. His name is Grin. I can't type. But I need to make the sacrifice of what I have time for, and for me, the most creatively fulfilling part of this is making animatics and telling stories. So, yeah. Wasn't able to give enough money for the whole lot, but they did tend to clear your car fee. Awesome. Continuous commitment to anything is no solution for one to achieve, though. A continuous commitment to anything is what I want to achieve through. Try and settling life in percentage. Yeah, sometimes some things are definitely more. Someone, dude, Ivan. I have sketchbooks. I'm rolling slowly back, or I've hit my carpet. I can't go any further. I have sketchbooks. Don't you worry. Let me just quickly open my drawer of sketchbooks. Let's take a picture. Where are my sketchbooks? That's only 3. Where are my sketchbooks? Where did I put them? Oh, I just found my DS. That's where I put my DS. Dude, moving house means losing stuff. I'm a fool. There's never enough sketchbooks. I found 4 sketchbooks. I know that there's one in the living room. Where's my landscape sketchbook? Legit, where's my landscapes? This makes me concerned. Dudes. I have a sketchbook where I make my landscapes in. And I don't know where it is. What the heck? Buddy, where did you go? Hold up. You stole them to study. No! Can't do this to me. Where? This has broken me. Oh, no, you know what? I think I know where it is. I think it might still be in my travel kit. I don't think I've unpacked my travel set, and there's like 3 sketchbooks in there. So say 1, 2, 3, 4, my current sketchbook. 5, the one in the living room that I share with Simon and Alina. 6, 7, 8 in my travel box. So there we go. Just in Katie knows this. We got it. Ba-da-bum-bum. I think what I also need to do is if I want to do more in sketchbooks, I don't like the paper quality of my current sketchbook. It's like very thin paper. I can't do any watercolor or inks on it. And dude, if I can't do my watercolor and inks, is it even worth it? Is life even worth it if I can't do my watercolor and inks? I've had that sketchbook for what feels like for a good 4 years. I filled like 3 sketchbooks in a year. And then this sketchbook has taken me just so long. Mainly because also those 3 sketchbooks, I was doing them with Simon and Alina, and they were part of an art course, and we were just drawing everything we saw. Lost in eternal pencil sketches. I get bored with no colour. I mean, I could never make an animatic that's just line art. I find that boring. Not that I find other people who do it boring. I find the process of making it boring. I love other people's just pencil animatics or animations, because I appreciate also the work that goes. That's one of those trade-offs where I'm like, I could tell so many more stories if I said no to color, but I can't say no to color. I'm just a rainbow person. I need rainbows. Don't like flat printer like paper. Yeah. I want to do, once I have like an IRL setup, I really want to do sketchbook tours, but. And the way the sketchbook is also, it's just falling apart as well. And they're pages that you can rip out. So I've actually, for the last few years, when was the last time I drew in here? Hold on, let me just see, because I've just been using it as a scrapbook since. So literally the beginning of this sketchbook is Double Life. Hiya, Toko. Hello. Welcome, my dude. Thank you. I do like doing the arting on the animatics. So we have Double Life sketches, and can we just appreciate my first Double Life sketches are Impulse and B-Dubs getting married, and Etho playing the jealous ex, and then there's an entire spread page of Tango and Jimmy, and there's like big text going, the himbos, I love them so much. This was before they were called the Ranchers. I just called them the himbos. And so from day one, I loved them. But yeah, we've got Double Life sketching in here. And then we've just kind of like got con stuff. Oh, I've got the sketch of... Okay, hold on. You know what? This is what we're going to do. Anything too personal on this desk? Don't think so. We're going to do some scuffed IRL stuff. Are you ready for some scuffed IRL stuff? Because the only way for me to do this currently is to show you guys the screen through my camera. Are you ready for the scuffedness of sketchbook tours? Look, it's real life. Does this look familiar? Does this drawing look familiar? Here. Scan document. I love that it wants to scan document. Might be looking slightly, you might know this from somewhere. This was different, you know, different. I'm really happy with these sketches. This was like Spain of 2022. And so, and what we've also got is, I've got to be careful with what I show. I've just torn some page. That's also the problem with this sketchbook, is that you can tear the pages out very easily. My very first, what we also have is my very first double life sketches. Because what I used to do is while watching the live series, I'd sketch. I'm sorry, my microphone's probably quite far away. I hope you guys can still hear me clearly. But yeah, impulse cameo. Yeah. Get yourself someone who looks at you the same way B-Dubs looks at impulse. Yeah. So this is the beginning of this same sketchbook that I have. And I still haven't finished. And I think like the last time that I drew in it was me just testing some pens. Oh no, actually I went outside. I went outside for once and I drew a butterfly. So that's what happened. That's what we got there. Yeah, I need to finish the sketchbook. It's got like a quarter left. I stuck so many things in it, like cinema tickets. The last thing in there was me going to see Wicked at the cinema. Well, welcome, Joe. Thank you for the follow. I hope I didn't butcher you. I feel like I butchered your name. Welcome. It's lovely to have you here. But I really want to do a camera setup over my desk so that we can get less scuffed drawings. Less scuffed IRL camera stuff. Went outside, what's that? I know, right? That was summer. That was back in summer. I haven't drawn in that sketchbook since then. But life has been a lot since then, I will say. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. I always... maybe this is something I need to work on, because I always do feel like I'm wasting time if I'm not just drawing for the sake of drawing, even though I enjoy it. Like, we've got an entire... One of my favorite parts of the new place, of the new flat, is like this entire IKEA Ivar setup of our art supplies in like various boxes. And like we've basically pooled our art supplies. Simon did have more than me, but we've pulled our art supplies and we've kind of got them set up on like this winter garden type thing with my easel so that we can do some art there, right? Simon's got her oil paints. I've got various slabs of wood that I would like to paint on. And it's just, I really want to get back into that, because I think I really like doing that. But I also always feel like I'm wasting my time when I do it. I think I need to get out of that mindset of wasting time, because it's so fulfilling to just work on something that isn't something that I'm going to post to YouTube or isn't something that's part of like a bigger story. It's difficult because at the same time, there's so many projects that I am just dying to do. So many animatics that I really want to do, and it's just time is so limited. So there's just so much that I want to do. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Okay, ich spreche mal für eine Minute Deutsch. 2 Sekunden. Ich habe von meiner Mutter eine Antwort gekriegt und sie hat gesagt, wir hatten einen Raclette-Ofen. Von meiner Tante hat sie uns gegeben. Wir hatten in Deutschland einen Raclette-Ofen, als wir in Deutschland gewohnt haben. Ich habe jetzt so lange gebraucht, bis ich meinen Timer geöffnet habe. Also mache ich, glaube ich, einfach auf 30 Sekunden. Aber das war vorher im Stream, hatten wir es von Raclette-Ofen. Und ja. Ich glaube, ich tue da noch nichts mehr ausmalen. Weil das wird einfach, glaube ich, einfacher, wenn ich dann dazu komme, wenn ich dann so einen ganzen Hintergrund machen möchte. Grian. So. Und die richtige Hauptfarbe. And that's the timer. And I spoke German for a moment. Did we try hydrate train without me? Oh, we got a hydrate train. Hold on, I looked away for like a minute. Guys, how are my classes going? I'm currently on semester break right now. Monday, the classes start again. I'm excited with what I'm doing with different subjects. The further I'm getting along in my studies, the more interesting I'm finding the subjects. Because like at the beginning, we were forced to do like a base of physics, base of chemistry. But now I'm going to the nitty-gritty of biology and I'm really enjoying it. I stretch also, hello. And let me catch up on chat and count the hydrates. Enjoyment is a waste of time. Yeah, I need to kind of like be a bit more, you know, force myself to enjoy life a bit. Posture check. I'm sitting up straight. On occasion, you paint seashells, which is fun. Hätte auch gerne eine Art WG. Yeah, art. The fact that Simon and I both like art is just really fantastic. I'll maybe ask if I can post a drawing of our art supply wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got a hydrate. Yeah, we got a hydrate train. We got a hydrate chain. Boop. Understand a smidgen of Deutsch. Not as much as you'd like. It's a learning process. We did it. Hydrate train. Right, I got that far. Okay. Oof. My gosh. I still had a pretty full bottle. And it's been a hot minute since I hydrated a full bottle. Oh. Oof. I'm fine. It's fine. Very much agree with the sentiment. End of your bachelor's degree got somewhat boring, but was able to really focus on what you like most in your master's. So much enjoyable. Not starting my master's yet, but yeah. Yeah, Katie's fine. Stream ends, we know what happened. Yeah, we got freaking Desert Duo. We got some angst in the Desert Duo. Is that the scar pose? The scar pose? What do I study? I study biology. I'm recovering. Give me a sec. You guys make me do the chug, and I just need a moment afterwards. This is the trade-off, okay? It's fine. I hope. Ooh. Because before you can do fun classes, you have to do all the calculus. Yeah, you need to get the base, and it's interesting because that's kind of like the way that the university sifts out people who are only half-heartedly doing the course, if that makes sense, because it's a really tough course. And if you've got people, if you are forcing people to do like programming and statistics in a biology degree, that's kind of like what has to. You need it. You definitely need it for a biology degree. But then people who are kind of like, oh, I thought this was just going to be talking about animals and plants. Then you're wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a lot of hard work. Man, Green, your hair is going everywhere. I feel like Green's hair gets more unhinged every time I draw him. But yeah. But no, I'm really loving, because what we're doing a lot of is like getting into conservation stuff, which is what really interests me. And like saving the planet and all that kind of jazz. And it's like always 50% of making you feel really, really hopeless that the world is doomed. But then also showing you solutions that people have come up with that need to become mainstream, and then giving you hope like, wow, we could really move towards, a solar punky world, like a Star Trek-esque idealized world, and saving nature at the same time. It's just like, wow, this is how much is possible. Oh my gosh, I am going to do my best to see what I like to help that become a reality, which really makes you feel like you're studying to make a difference. I'm really loving it. Really, really loving it. Would encourage anyone who is okay with working hard to go for this kind of degree. Ba-dum-bum. I'm teaching you how to program birds. So you've got to do data analysis in biology, right? Programming statistics work for my life, but do not come to me with advanced chemistry. Yeah. If you're going to become a field biologist, if you're going to like be in the research area, right, you are going to write papers and perform studies. To perform studies, you need to have an understanding of data analysis and collecting data, and then, putting together graphs that show your findings, right? And that's how you need to be able to program in R. And because I have a speech impediment, I will write, this is the name of the programming language, just a capital R. Either that or Python we learn a lot about. It's just like, I mean, you will have then statisticians that can do a lot of the data analysis for you, but it's good for you to have like a base knowledge of it. And I had a really bad course on data analysis in biology. Oh my gosh. It was a really bad course. I passed it and I'm like, well, good riddance. I will then, when I have to get to it, I will learn it. Python was fine. Yeah, I did a semester of Python. That was fine. And then they were like, throw everything that you've learned about Python out the window because we're doing R. You'd think we're a bunch of pirates. So yeah. You're studying civil engineering, but so once you get through math classes, you can actually apply it to the cool stuff. Nice. It's a programming language. Ask whenever I need help with that. Thank you, Mango. R is the worst. Like, everyone who's an avid programmer says R is the worst, but it is the programming language for, like, statistics in biology. And it just doesn't work, like, because I got a base education on Python, like, years back in college. College, high school? What's the American equivalent? It's called gymnasium here. Gimme. Yeah, I don't think you and I are talking about the same art, Toko. It's also really annoying because I have so much issue just saying the thing R, like R, without sounding like a pirate. Because I have a speech impediment when it comes to R's. Which is fun because both my online handles have R's in them, like Katie Rowe and Everin. So good job, me. Well done. High school is before adulthood. Then I guess high school. But the thing is, there's 5 levels of schooling before you hit university. You've got kindergarten, you've got primary school, you've got 4. Kindergarten, primary school, Oberstufe, and I never know whether Oberstufe and and then you've got gimme, and then you've got university. Yeah, I think college is an alternative to university, so that confuses me because in the UK you've got sixth form college. Or sixth form. Do you even call it sixth form college anymore? Did you used to call it? Is that something I made up? I don't know. I'm now questioning everything. And yeah, just all the different names. But the difference between college and university is roughly the same as Technische Hochschule and university. Ah, okay. Got preschool, then primary school, then high school, then university. So we've got one more. We have, I guess, preschool is kindergarten, then primary school, which you go to until you're, help me, Mango, is it 13 now? They changed it. And then from 13 till 16. I did it weird anyway, because I repeated a couple of years. I was like really old for my classes. And I'm also really old for university now, though compared to some other people who did like an apprenticeship and then decided to go to uni, I am not the oldest for the first time in my life. Boom, 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 boom. which canton do I want to ask? Fair. There are so many different cantons. I will not reveal which canton because that will probably reveal too much about where I'm from. There are so many. I guess it depends on what canton you are because that changes as well. 2-year degree? Oh, interesting, because so bachelor's in Switzerland is a 3-year degree, and then if you want to do the master's, it's a 1.5-year degrey, but no one ever does it in 3 years versus 1.5 years. I think the master's is forced 1.5 years at my uni. But I say no one. People at the neighbouring university have to do it in 3 years, but people in my university, they can choose to do part-time, which is what I do. So I'm now entering my 6th semester, so I've done almost 3 years, but I won't finish for another year and a half probably. So I'll go to 4 years for my bachelor's, and then we'll see. I do want to do a master's, but I don't know if I want to do, you know, like a gap semester before my master's and stuff like that. This is Scar. I was looking for green forever because I was confused as to what frame we were on. There we go. And then we go here and we color in green. I do need to do some fiddling with these different layers because there's just a lot of trash layers here. And organize them. Boop. Right, green. Oh, hold up, did I? That's a different skin color. I was like, did I color Scar with greens? Some of it is 6 years of primary school, 2 to 3 of secondary school, and 4 years of high school. Others like 6 years. So the 6 years of primary school, 2/3 years of secondary school, and 4 years of high school is what I did. Does it do a beloved? Absolutely. Drama in the cactus ring. Haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking of maybe like adding like 12 stars or like little wispy ghosts things because they were watching in this season. I don't know. That's for the university pass. Yeah, there are so many different paths to go to university. You can do an apprenticeship and then like a passerella, I think it's called, where you kind of like get speed run education before you go to uni. But Switzerland has a fantastic like non-academic education setting where it just really focuses on apprenticeships, and I'd say like, yeah. So yeah, exactly. 90% of the population is apprenticeships. I was about to also kind of like give a percentage, and I was like, I don't know what percentage I want to give, but I feel okay giving the percentage if you are. But yeah, most people do apprenticeships to do like physical jobs, not, you know, learning the academic theoretical route. You know, everyone needs speedrun. Yeah, it's really good the way they have their education system. Not be like, oh, everyone has to go to university, otherwise you're a failure. No, that's absolutely not the case. You can get fantastic, successful careers by doing an apprenticeship. And I feel like that's something that's lost on a lot of the world. Like, I'm saying Western countries here. And it's just like, no, I think apprenticeships are pretty cool. Pretty good. And putting this much like focus and funding and having such a good system for it, I think is really, really one of the main pros of Switzerland. It gives such a good basis for like everyone, because the amount of people that I know who have in the UK who have done like a degree because that's the thing that you do, gone to university for a fun couple of years, and then work nothing involved in their degree. It's like, well, what did you do for those 4 years? Okay, maybe they were fun, but just left you with student debts. And so having most people do apprenticeships is just really, really, really good. Just came in long. Have 5, 6 to 8, then 9 to 12, and then college. And you can do a college classes in high school if you're ahead of. Interesting. You'll do an internship between year 3 and 4, which is basically an apprenticeship. So an apprenticeship is almost like a degree. It's a multi-year thing. It's like getting a degree in like the practical work. And you're already earning money then. So like sometimes you finish schooling at 16 and you can start earning money. It's like, what? Everyone know if Ancient Greece is hiring. Yeah, oh man. Master's program will be another year, 2 years, so 6 in total. Okay, fair. That's probably how I'll do it. Had so many friends who after 9 years of school just wanted to leave, and 4 years of apprenticeship to have fully accepted job education is great. Yeah, exactly. Like, not everyone wants to just sit in lecture halls and learn stuff. Some people just want to start doing stuff with their hands and earning money, starting to be independent, right? Apprenticeship is different here, yes. Yeah, it's different. It's different everywhere. Like the general apprenticeship, I think, is like 3 years here. Do I say that correctly, Mango? I know people who have gone through apprenticeships, but I'm just trying to think how long they were in it for. Because I think they were out of it quicker than I was out of high school. So, and also, yeah, you go to an apprenticeship instead of high school. And you do get like a general education in your apprenticeship as well. But you're far more practically oriented. 3 to 4 years. For A-bit set and AF-tit. How interesting. Didn't know that they had a difference between those two. It's a really cool system. Working on your track. Well, welcome back, my dude. Welcome, welcome. Federal job certificate, federal competence certificate valued slightly higher. Oh, interesting. I didn't know. Again, I did not look into this. My brain was always like, and the way that they also kind of set up secondary school, which is the one before high school, that you were at for like 3 to 4 years, 3 years I think now, is they've got that in like 3 levels depending on your like how academic you are. And if you're like in the top part of that, only the people with the best grades in the top school would go to high school and then go to university. And then there's like also like more equivalent different types of high schools. Like they've got the gimme, but they've also got middle schools, I think they call it. is how they is like different ways that they have like level of like working practically, but also having like different types of like higher education, if that makes sense. Just a naming convention. Hi Ivy. Hello, my dude. High school felt next to useless. Oh, interesting. Thing is, with like our high school, we have to do everything. I had to do French, German, English. I had to do history, geography, chemistry, biology, maths, physics, sport, art, all that kind of stuff. Live in the US and you learned about other countries' school systems. Interesting. Oh, Mittelschule and Gymnasium, the same, just different cantons. Oh, interesting. So I'm talking like Gymnasium and Fachmittelschule, FMS or EMS or the VMS. Those are the ones that I'm talking about. Finished just when COVID came. I was glad you were through it, most of it already. Yeah, I was like my last 2 years of gimme was in COVID. And that just was like, that in the last 2 years is where you go on all like the school trips. And we would have gone to Italy for a marine biology week. But we didn't. And we're the only year that didn't do it because the year after us, the year before us could do it. And the year after us were able to postpone it for a year. We were the only year that couldn't do it. And it's just gutting still. We would have gone night snorkeling, guys. We would have gone night snorkeling. Should have shot and didn't even have your school levels on it. Trying to explain our school. Interesting. But yeah, I really like the way Switzerland does it. I think it's really good. It gears you up for success in so many different ways. Where it's like just everyone's so individual. So there are so many different routes that you can take to get to the place that you want to be. So we're going to start colouring now. And what I do is I use this Eaglehawk textured brush so that still some of the skin goes through. So you see what I'm doing here? And if I were to use a more opaque brush, this is what it would look like. So you kind of lose a bit of that texture. Do you see what I'm doing here? This is Flower Husband's art. Yes, it is. We're doing a Third Life themed animatic. Third Life Animatic 2, No Longer You from Epic. 7 a.m. Sam, good night. Or good morning. Thanks for hanging out, my dude. See you soon. Ba-dum, ba-dum. When I went back to school in Switzerland, we watched a video on it. Interesting. It's not a system that I know that, to my knowledge, really exists. Correct me if I'm wrong. If it is like, I'm sure other. I'm thinking also like probably other European countries have this kind of system. But it's also interesting the cultural difference of like, because my family is originally from the UK, in case you couldn't tell from the accent. And it's just like the cultural differences of like all my cousins, like, oh, they're going to university, and that's kind of like the expectation, you know. Hang your like your grandparents have like this wall of all their kids and grandkids in their graduation garments. So like there's expectation that you need to go to university. That's just really not a thing here in Switzerland. It's like, no, you just go your own way, my dude. You don't have to go to university. Get yourself a good apprenticeship and you're set for life. Well, you still got to work, obviously, but you know. Yeah, you're good. You're good set off for world. In Europe, it is quite unique. Most other European countries only have the university path and the FMS/PMS path. Oh, interesting. Put all your classes at 4 p.m. We got a night owl here. COVID made it so you missed dissecting an owl pellet, and you had to watch the teacher do it on a Google Meet call. Interesting. It's high school or college? This. Interesting. There was a brief point where yes, we're an alter ego of Pearls. The accent, as in like I sound like Pearl but British Pearl. I've heard that before. I've heard I sound like British Pearl. I've also heard that I sound like Lizzie's sister. Apparently we all just sound the same. Do I sound like if Pearl were to put on a British accent? Because that was a funny concept to me. Oh, flippin' heck, Jimmy doesn't have blue eyes. I thought that looked wrong. Oh, guys, I need to figure out. You only learn Dutch, English, and German? Your theory is that we're the same? Pearl and I are one and the same. Well, I guess you've never seen us in a room at the same time, have you? Have you? All together. Does this allude to the fact that there is also an American Pearl and a Scottish Pearl and a South African Pearl? Are there like all the English accents of the pearls? Or on the show at the same time? Yeah. Every British person with a standard accent is the same. Sure. I've got an incredibly vanilla accent because I have never lived in the UK myself. I've literally just taken my accent from my parents, other people around me, and the internet. So there's some Americanisms in my English, and some people do hear the German accent. A German Pearl, maybe. Am I a German Pearl? I can't even do the German accent. Dann rede ich halt Deutsch. Das funktioniert auch. Jetzt stelle ich aber schneller meinen Wecker, dass ich auch wirklich nur für eine Minute spreche. Und für eine Minute spreche. Into the Pearlverse. Yep, so funktioniert's. Sprechen meine Eltern britisch? Als wäre Britisch ihre eigene Sprache. Meine Eltern sprechen Englisch, aber sie können auch Deutsch sprechen. Aber wenn wir zu Hause sind, dann reden wir praktisch nur Englisch miteinander. Außer wenn meine Mutter mal plötzlich Lust hat, Deutsch zu reden. Und das macht sie hauptsächlich, wenn wir unterwegs sind und sie über die Leute um uns lästern möchte. Vor allem, wenn wir dann im Ausland sind. Dann redet sie Deutsch. So. Woher kommt dann das du gute Deutsch? Von mir? Ich bin in Deutschland geboren. Also meine Umgebung. Meine Umgebung kommt vom der gute Deutsch, der gute Deutsch. Das Deutsch, der Deutsch. Da merkt man, dass mein Deutsch nicht so super ist. Yeah, no, we can't. That doesn't quite work, does it? That doesn't quite work. Right, we're back. We're back. Pearl with a Gibraltar voice. I don't know. That's very specific. That's very specific. A very boring American accent, but sometimes a little country redneck slips through and you hate it. But I do find it interesting, like, because I've got a German accent in my English and I've got an English accent in my German. So I'm from nowhere. I don't belong anywhere. People ask me what I am. I'm European. Oh, my bottle's empty. I need to quickly refill my bottle. Be right back. Be right back. And I'm back. And I have water. But I will say, I can kind of feel my voice going. I gotta be honest. I don't have much longer in me, guys. We have been at it for 3 hours, which is not bad. I'm sat here wondering, how do I get Jimmy's skin? You understand more German than listening? You can speak it. That's usually the case. That you kind of like understand the language first before you can speak it yourself. For me, like it just takes so much brain work to understand a language. Sorry, I had a drink of water again and I'm burping again. Jimmy, there you are. I need to get myself a Jimmy skin. A skin? A Jimmy drawing? That is not highly filtered? Or shaded? Oh, it kind of works. Look at him. Scott, come on, Jimmy. Be a bit more chipper. Scott's trying to comfort you with the flower right in the middle of your head. Somehow, into a Silence of the Lambs reference. Oh, interesting. Learning Spanish, you can understand when people speak, but you can't speak yourself without tons of brain power. Yeah. Anyway, let's just grab this color. And we'll figure out... Oh, hello. We'll figure out if this works, because sometimes my color choices from back then... Oh, look at how blue. So blue. Ba-da-ba-dee-da-boo-die. I'm going crazy. It's part of the stream where I start going a little bit delulu. He's not having it. I'm a it's not you, he's just pouting. Just like it's yeah. Oh man, the way styles change, eh? The way styles change. It's such a long face. Why a long face? Decided to learn Chinese. Wow. It looks like you have the observer's face. That's fair. I'm becoming 5 a.m. Pearl. That's how it works. Only it's 9 p.m. Katie. Apparently. Once again, as always. But yeah, learning Chinese, real respect there, man. Because I've heard that's a very difficult language. I do the German, I do the English, and I also did like 9 years of French, but can't remember any of it, and I did 1 year of Italian. Not a language person. Don't really... I think the schooling system just ruined language learning for me. Right. Let us get a... Oh, no, let's get the same red as this flower. Why not? Why not? I am pondering, do I have the blue on a different layer so that I can change it? As for being the same person as Pearl Theories, you did not see me at TwitchCon. Dude, are we saying TwitchCon San Diego? Because no way am I flying to the US as a broke student for a weekend. But yeah. Not gonna work. Man, this is really breaking my brain having to use different colors for Jimmy. Why the Captain America? Annoyingly enough, I don't have his jeans colors here. Not a language person, but speaking two languages fluently. Nah, here, you'll see the difference is because I grew up speaking both of these languages. I grew up bilingual. If you try and teach me any new language, I am hopeless. And it's really sad because my mother is fantastic at learning languages, and it's just like, none of those genes were passed on to neither me nor my brother. We're just like, no, we don't like languages. And it's sad because you're either usually a language whiz or a maths whiz, and I am neither. I was good enough to get through statistics at uni. That's all I need. Seeing the homeless go to place in the US on Gem's vlogs made you go insane. Propose a fan crowd fund of getting me over there to the next one. Isn't it? Cologne accent. Oh, interesting. Cologne. I'm just trying to think. What does that accent sound like? I'm so bad with German accents. I could not tell you where. The only thing that I know is that in Hamburg they say moin moin instead of good morning. Either you're a language whiz or a math whiz, and sadly I'm neither. No one's going to disagree on that. Kulch. Oh, Kulch. It's just that's part of the German culture that I never. And it's part of the Swiss culture that I've never really become a part of. It's just like all these different accents and understanding different accents and where they come from. It's just like, I've got that for the UK. Haven't got it for America. I'm sorry to say, I can't usually tell apart a Canadian from an American accent. I can tell apart South African from Australian, and sometimes I can tell apart New Zealand from Australian. But other than that, I'm hopeless. I just knocked the microphone, sorry. Yeah. But that's just, it's interesting because, like, yeah, I grew up in Germany, but only till I was like 8. And so you don't really get that kind of culture stuff at that age. But then moved to Switzerland, and I still don't get the culture stuff there after all the years I've been here. Could I tell apart a Walliser from a Basler? I probably could if I listened to both of them. I could probably tell you which one, but I couldn't, like, from nowhere tell you what they sound like, right? I couldn't, like, give you examples of words. The only, like, distinct accent that I know is Bern. And that's because I've been very widely exposed to it because my youth pastor is from Bern and all of his preachers are in, like, the thickest Bern accent. But he also texts and sends emails in the Bern, like, writing like the Bern accent, and it takes me so long to decipher what he's trying to say. And sometimes it's important because it's like stuff that I'm organizing as well, like helping organize. It's just like, what, mate, Raf, what? Love that dialect. My poor dad has trouble understanding it. Bless. After all the years he's been in German-speaking countries, it's the Berner accent where he, yeah. Ik wette out the Berner. Oh, that was so bad. What I do other, you do talk to other people, don't you? Wouldn't you be able to adapt to their accent as you hear them speaking? The thing is, I don't speak Swiss German. I speak High German. So imagine, like, you're moving from a place where they speak like the Queen's English, I guess the King's English, like the most poshest English in the world. You're going from there and you're moving to Texas, and you just don't adapt the Texas accent. You just start learning to understand, like, the most southern accent ever. Is that a good analogy? I hope so. Had the first streaming loading for a bit. Oh no. Okay. I think I need to get a solution for. I need to get a LAN cable. But it's just there's so many other things to organize. I wanted to start streaming. I didn't want like the absence of a LAN cable to be a reason why I couldn't stream. But it's been alright so far. I was kind of scared that I just couldn't though. It'd just be breaking. So I had a test stream on, what was it, Sunday? And then it was pretty alright. And so I was like, yeah, I can stream. But it's not a permanent fixture, obviously. I'm trying to get this colouring in one go, so I'm not really caring if I go over the lines. Because I don't want to lift my pen from the drawing so that we can get that nice texture in there. Because if I go over it again, then you'll see like where the texture covers again. I like especially like having material texture like that. Boop. There we go. Solidarity gaming. And it's at this point where I go back to this layer. I go back to the skin layer and I alpha lock it and I add some blush. So I take the original layer. We're going back to the art tutorial that we had at the start. So take the skin layer, go slightly more towards the reddish, go slightly more saturated and darker, and that's kind of like a blush layer that we can add some definition on. Hey Karen, hello, hello, hello. You recently got in touch with some American people and you're trying to adapt their accent as they speak to you. I never had the interest to, because the Swiss German and quote-unquote High German that you have when speaking just German is so different that it just took my brain so much to... It's like many people consider it a completely different language. Here in Switzerland, it's very normal to not adapt to others' accent. We understand each other most of the time. Exactly. So it's kind of like... I realize when I'm speaking English with people who are not like English native speakers, and it's interesting because I don't do this on stream, but if I'm speaking to people who aren't native English speakers, my accent goes very American because I make sure to pronounce my R's so that they can understand me better. So if I hear like an accent, if I around me, if I'm talking to someone and I can hear an accent in their English, mainly usually a German accent, and I kind of notice that they're not native speaking, I just kind of like, no matter how good their English is, like, for instance, I've met up with Mango before, and I don't know if you noticed this, Mango, or if it's just something I didn't do with you because I know that you can understand me on stream, but the amount of people that can't understand me because I speak so quickly and because I don't pronounce my R's, I've just automatically started kind of Americanizing my English through, for when I speak with them, like pronouncing my R's better and that kind of thing. It's something that I definitely do when I speak with Vern. It's something I definitely do when I speak with Vern, and I don't know if when we were hanging out, maybe... I don't know. Then I'd have done it? Okay. Because we all met up. Me, Mango, Vern, and Zim. When Zim came to visit, that was a fun time. Went to Christmas marketing. I realised this part of Jimmy's mouth makes him look like he's missing a tooth, but actually it's supposed to be like part of his gum. Not that pink. He's smiling so much, it goes into his gum. What I also wanted to do is get his hair down a bit. Do a little bit more precise colouring. There we go. I've confused myself here. So, and then you. I This is where I'm feeling like I might like learn a bit of rendering from the Arcane style to make kind of like the rendering of faces a little bit cooler. So maybe, you know, like Arcane does, and that I learned to do from the Arcane thing, from the Arcane drawing that I did. It's kind of like a highlight to the nose, or, you know, like highlight below the eyes. Something just kind of like elevate my drawing. Really, I think that'd be really fun to do, but I don't think I'll do it now because that'll take too much brain work, and we're not got time for brain work right now. I think I'm going to finish Jimmy here, and then I think I'm going to start calling it a day. Because we've been live for a hot minute. We got further than I thought we would. Man, we had less tangents than I expected. I can't honestly remember how I used to render like these shadowy parts of the skin. These blushy parts of the skin, because I think Arcane just ruined my art. Or the way I did it, it's just kind of like irreversible now. I'm going to do it a different way anyway, from what I learned from doing the Arcane drawing. Have I ever considered making the S as a T for Timmy? That's one of the funniest running gags Green started. No, not necessarily. It's only been a handful of times that I've drawn this S on his top because he's got the newer skin now. And there's a lot of things where I stay very true to the character design, and so there was an S on his skin. I think it's not really something I've ever really thought about changing. There are some things that I definitely change. Welcome, Ace. AIS, Ice. Hi. Thank you so much for the follow. It's lovely to have you here. You know, there's a lot of things that I didn't consider. You know what? I've just realised. Is my character floating? Is she? Oh. I got so scared that I muted my mic. And don't ask me how I did that. That scared me so much. Hi, Fernandos. I'm awake now. Thank you for the hydrate. I will hydrate, and I'm just going to take a moment. So Twitch has this new thing. That was so loud. How did I mute myself? I don't understand how I muted myself. Oh, it scared me too. So Twitch has this new thing, and it's where people who resub can choose an emote that is not the default, and can choose a sound that is not the default sound. And I think after this stream, I need to go and deactivate that, because oh my gosh, that was the biggest jump scare ever. That was so loud. Why was that so loud in comparison to everything else? What the heck? Fernandos, thank you so much for the resub, my dude. I really, really appreciate it. Scared the life out of me, but I appreciate it. I dropped water on my table. No. Oh. I feel like I've just had a heart attack. Not actually, but oh my gosh. I still don't understand how I muted myself in the process, because I literally just jumped to the side and threw my headphones off. Somehow I pressed the mute button doing that. Can I? Oh, is it a button on my headphones? Can I press a button on my headphones and it mutes? Let me just... Because it didn't mute my microphone, it just muted. Oh, hold on. Hello? Nope, that didn't work. Just mutes the headset. Anyway. I'm back. Yep. Okay. I think at that, guys, I'm going to have to call it so I can slow my racing heart and immediately say no to... I love giving people the opportunity of what emote they want to show. But I think I think my heart can't take the noise. Anyway. So guys, today we did a bunch of work, actually. I'm really, really pleased. We did all the base coloring. We did thank you, Fernandez. We've done all the base coloring for this entire animatic, the 13 frames of this animatic, and we started doing some more than just base coloring. I guess this is the proper base coloring, isn't it? There's previously just a layer of skin. We've done layers of skins, layers upon layers of skins. New animatic, so exciting, yeah. So this is going to be a short animatic to the chorus from the song No Longer You from Epic. So we've got a Third Life / Third Life Epic crossover. So I think people are going to enjoy that, because I think there's a lot of crossover between the two fandoms. So yeah, this is the entire animatic on this page. It's going to definitely be a much quicker project than other projects have been. I say that, and now let's just bet that it's going to take me another 6 months to do this. I don't think it will. Despite university starting on Monday, I don't think it's going to take me that long. Why do you have to join the end stream? There is 3.5 hours of stream VOD to watch through. But yes, it is getting late and I need to finish up. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out, guys. I'm really excited to be back. I'm really happy to have returned to the life of streaming and the world of streaming. And there's just many things that I want to do. Oh, I remember I promised I was going to talk about future plans for the thing. Well, I forgot to do that. Remind me next time. Remind me next time. Your last exam tomorrow? Oh man, Mango, dude, all the best. All the best. Just before uni starting? That is brutal. You had no holiday? Well, all the best for you to pass that. I know you're going to ace it, my dude. See ya. See you guys. If it were rotated 90 degrees, be posted as a YouTube short. I'm not going to do that. I don't quite... There's like two different communities on YouTube versus YouTube Shorts. And I like the YouTube community more than the YouTube Shorts community. It's just something that I've noticed. Anyway. Had some holiday, but the planning wasn't nice. Yeah. Was it Lernferien? Lernphase. Yeah. Not my cup of tea. But yeah, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you so much for hanging out. I'm excited to return to stuff. Ask me next stream what future plans there are, because there are future plans. I kind of touched on a couple of things like IRL art. And I want to play some more video games. But yes, that being the TLDR on future plans. More animatics, video games, maybe IRL art. See you soon. Hope you're up for that, because I totally am excited for it. But other than that, all that is left for me to do is say thank you so much for hanging out. And it's time for me to send you off into the void that is the internet. Bye, guys.